Welcome, everybody, to Session 2 of our homebrew campaign, The Restoration of Cariele. If you've gotten a chance to watch the brief intro of last session, great. If not, well, you'll pick it up pretty quick. For those that aren't aware, Session 1, unfortunately, had some technical issues, so the recording was not viable. And yeah, we'll pick up this one. Hopefully there'll be no issues with this recording, and we'll have no issues moving forward. So, team, quick recap of what occurred last session. It was Session 1 of our brand new campaign. This session saw our heir, Vin, who was made aware of his heritage by his caretaker, Tegan. And essentially the story that was told was Tegan absconded from Cerilia, the capital of Cariele, with both Vin and Baron when they were very, very little. And she took them away from the capital upon request of their mother because their father had just been executed by other forces that now run the county of Cariele. So based on the story that Tegan explained, essentially there was a coup, and the guilds and the guild master, who has quite a bit of power here in Cariele, turned against their biological father and sort of set him up and made him look bad, and eventually got enough pressure to try to hold him accountable, trying to weaken his position and so on. And eventually were able to pin some things upon him that allowed them, through having bribed or threatened the courts, to find him guilty of treason and ultimately execute him. Since then, the younger brother of their father, so Steele was the name of their father, the younger brother's name was Entier, and he is now the regent of Cariele, the count. However, Tegan explained that while he is the titular ruler, that really the power of Cariele resides within the hands of the guild master. There's a guild master. There's 3 separate guilds. Each one is prominent in a different province here in Cariele, and all 3 of the guilds sort of roll up to this one guild master. And she is very ruthless and very cunning, and she knows what she's doing to kind of pull strings in the background and get the desired result. So knowing that there's going to be a very uphill battle here for Vin, who has decided to try to reclaim his birthright and to take the throne of Cariele, knows he has a very big struggle ahead of him to do so. Baron, of course, being his twin brother, was happy to aid him in this effort and will follow along with him to try to make that dream a reality. Vin and Baron then returned back to the hamlet where they grew up, and they quickly collected their friends, which was Serena, Tavard, Celine, and Blixel, gathered them together and took them out to a common meeting spot that they have met in different times throughout the years, which they call the Stumps. It is an area where there's a lot of logging that's been done, pretty common here in Cariele since the guilds have been in power for the past couple of decades now. A lot of area has just sort of been logged, a lot of just stumps left, or new growth trees that have just sort of been planted quickly with the intention of trying to maximize profit. So while in the Stumps area here, Vin and Baron revealed this information that was revealed to them by Tegan to the rest of our player characters, and there was some shock, surprise, and disbelief, probably is a good way of putting it. But ultimately, the team decided that yes, they will help Vin in this quest to try to claim his heritage and see what they can do to make this a reality. So going on the advice of Tegan, Tegan explained that if this is something that Vin wants to attempt to do, the best way to do this is to gain support. You have to have support. You have to have followers. So she suggested starting small. She recommended that Vin and his group here should head to the logging camp that is prominent in the province of Mountain's Edge. There's several logging camps around this area. It's a very common occurrence within Cariele, but this one is more of you could think of this as like the center hub kind of deal. And she suggested that the team go there and essentially aid the loggers doing what the team can to try to earn this support, all the while doing so without revealing what the end goal is or who Vin or Baron actually are. So the intent here is do some good things, make some good word of mouth, build the support, and then over a period of time, eventually, when Vin has gathered enough support, he could then declare who he is and his intention to claim the throne and hopefully these groups that he has helped along the way would then support that claim, and that would give him some legitimacy and ability to head to the capital and lay his claim. And how exactly he wishes to do that, or what challenges he may face, of course, are still to come. But the group decided to follow with that plan and made their way to the logging camp over in the southeast portion of the province of Mountain's Edge. Cerilia was able to lead the team that way, as she is a logger as well and is familiar with this hub area. Once the team made their way through the woods, they eventually found themselves in this general vicinity of the logging camp, started heading to the south, and eventually spotted this elevated platform that had a ladder that was built up to it, and there was like an outlook there, or a lookout there, I should say. And as they approached and sort of eyed the lookout and were getting ready to kind of do a, hey, we're here to talk to the loggers, they felt this vibration underfoot. It wasn't so strong to like knock anybody off their feet or anything like that, but it was certainly noticeable. About this same time, we had a majestic-looking reindeer suddenly break through the tree line, and shockingly, the reindeer had golden horns, or golden antlers. This was very shocking to our player characters, and some maybe thought this was like a sign, or some maybe just thought jackpot. The team did indeed take the reindeer down through a combination of weapon and magic attacks, and after bringing the reindeer down, they started the process of trying to process it, meaning remove the antlers, because obviously if they're gold, they're probably worth quite a bit. Also carve up the carcass here. It should provide quite a bit of food. However, while doing that, the lookout also spotted the reindeer, and as he did, he descended the ladder and started moving to the south, presumably to tell the other loggers, as this was such a shock that this is probably one of the most exciting things he's seen in his entire time here. As he had made his way to the south, the team shortly thereafter heard the screeching yell from that same direction. They rushed after him to find that he was lying on the ground nearby this fairly decent-sized hole. As the group approached and Cerilia in lead, she could see that the body was moving just very slightly and noticed that there was something underneath the body, and this is when we had our first battle of the campaign, as this insect-like creature sprung forth and tried to attack Cerilia. Cerilia was able to kill this one pretty quickly. However, two others then broke free of the ground and also attacked the group. Our team was able to defeat these opponents, but not before suffering some significant damage, particularly to Tavard, who got blasted with acid, if I remember correctly, hurting him quite badly. So as the team finished up that battle, they were debating on whether to head straight to the logging camp, which was presumably very close by, but some of the rest of the team said, no, we cannot lose that reindeer or those golden antlers, so made their way back to the north with the intention of continuing or finishing processing the carcass. And that is where we left off, folks, with the team gathered around the corpse of the reindeer. So Celine's player is keeping a journal, which is going to be very cool to see how it comes to fruition. So for that entry for this session, go ahead and give yourself inspiration, Celine. For everybody else, if there's anything I missed in the recap that you would like to add for a potential of inspiration, feel free to speak up.
Well, I've got one, Adam.
Shoot.
My notes are open right to it, actually. When Vin and Bairn were talking to Tegan, she handed them a large stone key. It's about a foot long, 6 inches wide, and it's polished stone. Weighs about 5 pounds, so it's a rather large key that Vin has on his character. We aren't quite sure what it is, so we asked Tavard, who's our local dwarf, knows a bit of a racist RP there. That was pretty funny, but regardless, Tavard did actually know where the stone, or who made it. It was Barak Ajik. And yeah, that was not told in your recap.
Absolutely, yeah. Go ahead and give yourself inspiration for that, Vin. Yes, the key indeed made by the other prominent dwarves, so not the dwarven kingdom that Tavard hails from of Merkalad, but instead the dwarven kingdom of Barak Ajik, which is far to the southeast of Cariele here. So how it got to the Count of Cariele some years ago, I'm sure there's a story behind that. Anything else anybody would like to add?
Come on, guys, golden opportunity. I got like 8 of them in my head. Let's go.
Sounds like you're up.
Okay, the tax collector was in town, right? And he was hanging out with Fjord, who's our boss at the I don't know, the only place where they sell goods. And he said he was accosted by a bandit, and there was traps, if I remember. And Tavard talked to him and got that bit of information before he went to the stumps. And there were some implications, or he was implying that maybe asked Tavard if there's someone of that likeness that would live in the hamlet where we're at, and he seemed to loosely suspect, or at least distract, that the bandit lived in our little hamlet.
Indeed, yes. Go ahead and take inspiration as well, Baron. Yeah, so Ford there, who oversees the storage warehouse where both Vin and Baron work on occasion and assisting him, was indeed meeting with the tax collector, who Tavard learned was named Norvian. And Norvian here was happy to meet Tavard, as Tavard seemed to be treating him with respect and being very straightforward with him, which he certainly seemed to appreciate. But even though Tavard maybe subtly recognizes the description of this so-called bandit as being one of the inhabitants of the hamlet, he doesn't allow any of this to give way in his voice or imply in any way to Norvian that he knows who this person is. So yeah, good addition there. Anybody else?
The son of the Carrington family has a thing for Serena.
Yes, indeed. And do you happen to remember his name?
No, I didn't catch it, so I wrote down son of Carrington.
Fair
Carrington
enough.
family.
That is good enough. And yes, so you can go ahead and take inspiration there, Serena. So Gavin Carrington, right, as Serena was kind of making her way down the dirt path, just checking out the surroundings here, the shutter was opened, and when Gavin spotted Serena there, he had this sort of sheepish smile on his face and gave her the old hand wave, like, hey. Serena didn't seem to pay this much attention and kind of just quickly moved on her way.
Doesn't even know his name. Pour one out for our boy.
Yeah, they're not going out on a second date, that's for sure.
F's in the chat.
All right. Is there anything else?
I'd like to add, I know we have it, but I think it's important. One thing that came up, and I didn't think about it when we were talking with Tegan, was that we learned our last names, Glandanil, but we didn't. I don't think we did. You guys can remind me, but we didn't ask if Baron and Vin were our given names, or are these like moniker, or these like our street names.
Yes, actually, you guys mused that out of character, and we said that indeed these are your given names, but the idea being that because of the location of Cariele being so close to the Reuric lands, and being that both of your names are Reuric in nature, it is not super rare to find people here that have similar names to you. So these names wouldn't necessarily stick out. It's not like there's only one Baron or one Vin in this vicinity. So yeah, they are your given names, but that in and of itself should not be considered like something you need to necessarily hide.
Okay, right.
But of course, if you're both walking around together as twins and you both identify yourself with those same names, that might be a little bit more of a clue.
Speaking of which, I wanted to mention the current count that holds the position our father once held. His name is Intir Gladanil, and he is our uncle. So yes. we're not quite sure if he's evil uncle, if he was just right place, right time, if he was a part of whatever coup or whatever happened. But yeah, something to know.
Indeed, yes. Another thing that likely will come up down the road.
Maybe Baron will get lucky when Vin dies.
Alrighty, well, if there is nothing else, let's go ahead and jump into it, folks. Let me get you guys back onto the map.
We just heard Noah come in.
Oh, excellent. So he'll be joining us shortly. One other quick, just out of character note. You guys will notice that on the right side of the screen here, I've actually made a little area where it says play cards here. And this way, when you play a card, just go ahead and line it up so it fits in that box. Everybody will be able to visually see it. And if it's something we need to leave on screen, it'll make it easy for us to reference it until it no longer applies.
Sweet.
All right,
Can,
deal 'em out.
can we?
Deal
Yeah.
'em
Can
out.
we go ahead? Yeah.
The cards are
I'll
coming out shortly.
I'll take.
Freaking
Hit
bunch
me.
of addicts out there.
Hit me, dealer. Hit me.
I feel like this little subsystem so far has been well received, so I appreciate that because it's always fun coming up with little add-ons and homebrew stuff and seeing how they play to the game.
Well, yeah, we didn't get much of a chance anyone else to play their card, but it was a good play by Noah last week, and look at where we're at right now. We're literally messing with what happened with the cards last week. It's
As a
gonna
blue
feed us
player,
for weeks.
as a blue player, I just hope there are cards that draw more cards.
All right, and everybody will take a moment to review the card they got and see when they might want to play that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and jump back into it, folks. So we find ourselves back in the woods here, still processing that reindeer corpse.
All right. Get the rope.
Before we begin, Adam, I believe my card says that only the DM can spend it.
Yes, that is a dreaded red card that you're not supposed to declare to
Gee,
anybody else on the team. But that means
Sorry.
that I can spend it when I want to try to maximize the hurt. No, I won't try to do that, but when it applies, I will try to play that at the opportune time.
Hey, just real
Okay.
quick, what does
Sorry.
it say though? I mean, now that we know.
So
Right.
so all the red cards have that
Yes.
stipulation?
The
Oh,
red
okay.
cards
Sorry
are the
about
no, it's okay. This is new to everybody. So the red cards are the only ones that I can play as the DM. If you don't have a red card, then it's a you to play card. So the red ones essentially are bad things that can happen to you, and I will try to play those when it seems opportune.
Okay, I'll be quiet next time.
Just having fun with you.
Come on, how long does it take you to chop his head off?
You have to dress
Oi.
the beast
Yes.
properly.
Adam, I'm gonna take a rope out of my bag and tie it around its hindquarters, its legs, and then I'm gonna throw it over this tree here beside us and like hang it from a branch so we can clean it and process it real quick. I mean, I know it usually takes a couple hours or so from my experience hunting.
And this is a large reindeer. So as you'll notice by size, it's like the size of a horse. So you
Yeah.
think this will probably take even longer than that.
Yeah. That's. I don't know. We obviously, when we're out in the wilderness, we can't take. I'm gonna after I hang it up and there it goes.
And I think if memory serves, remind me here, didn't Serena chop the head off? Am I remembering that correctly from last week?
Well, my concern was that when we need to move, I wouldn't want to leave the antlers here. So I feel like at the very least we should remove the antlers. And if we could remove any pieces of meat that we could take with us, but if it needs to drain or whatever, I'm not a hunter. We could leave it here for a few hours and come back and see if it's still there.
Did anybody
so
try to identify this? Oh, I'm sorry, Adam, go ahead.
No, you're okay. So we will assume then that you have chopped the head off here, Serena, so that you have the head and the antlers still attached, and the rest of the body, which is obviously the majority portion here, is still needing to be processed. So Vin, as you're getting this prepared and tying the rope and trying to find an anchor point and lift it up, you're obviously needing to use a really thick part of this tree, so it's going to be a bit more challenging. But yeah, we'll assume that's the case. And based on your question there, Tavern, if anybody is eyeing this reindeer and wants to see if they know anything else about it, one or if two of you are proficient in nature, one of you can make an advantage check. So feel free to discuss amongst yourselves who has nature if you want to do that.
Not I.
Well, although I've hunted all my life, I do not have nature.
Same here.
I think I do, but Saline's probably a little squeamish at
Yeah,
watching
she's.
the reindeer be butchered in front of her.
How do you know it's a reindeer unless you? It could be a badger or something.
Because the DM has told us repeatedly.
Yeah.
I'll say, Adam, like, I mean, obviously we know it's a big animal, and we've probably never seen anything this large. None of us, because of the forest being cut down and being stumps and new growth. Like, the animals we've seen have all been normal sized. If anything, we see deer probably randomly.
Yeah, you certainly see deer. They're a pretty common sight here in Cariele, and the other animals that you would typically associate with the forest, squirrels, raccoons, birds, that kind of stuff. But yeah, reindeer, this certainly is not typical.
Well, I do know one thing about deer, though. Vin has hunted deer plenty of times. He does know that the legs are great pieces of meat. So after he hangs it up, he's gonna start. He's gonna look at his brother and say, "Oh, hey, brother, you want to skin it? Take its coat."
Well, no. I mean, what are we doing? We're going to just get a bunch of meat and some skin? Or are we going to just take the gold?
Well, if we're going to be out traveling the woods, we're gonna have to camp. We're gonna have to eat. I mean, I have cheese and jerky, but fresh venison sounds nice, and we can't let it go to waste.
It's
It-
true.
If you're going to go ahead and kill one of the creatures of the forest, you may as well make the best of it instead of just wasting it.
Well, it's going to take
Vin
some
like picks
time.
his hands up like animatedly and like points at Tavard, and he's got a point.
Well, it's going to take some time. You should know skin an animal is not going to take very quickly. Might take an hour to get it all
That's
done right.
that's fine. Tavard is still bleeding, so give us the time to patch him up, get some meat, and we can come up with a plan for how we're gonna talk to these loggers.
I imagine Tavard is kind of melting as he got blasted with acid.
I'm a dwarf. We don't melt, Adam.
As his beard is like slowly trickling away and limp.
As I'm standing on one leg.
Do you want help? I have some magic that can help. It won't like fix everything, but it might make, in case we encounter something else, it won't kill you instantly.
So Tavard's going to go ahead and say, "No, I don't need it." But that's his way of saying yes, he does.
All right.
I've got. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Well, with the expectation that with our new house rules we can recover spell slots on short rests, I will go ahead and cast Healing Word on him. Just because I'm scared of an 11 damage swing coming
I'm
in.
afraid of a 2 damage swing. So.
I just don't want you to insta die.
So yeah, we could skin it, and what if if we quarter it? If you just cut it in quarters, leave the guts there, take the back strap. I mean, that's
Yeah.
going to be a good 20 minutes anyway. So
That's
try
what I'm
to skin
thinking.
it. Yeah, we could take a short rest here, and
Cause it's not like we can take it home and put it in a cooler. You know what I mean?
No.
So we can't take this. I mean, unless what we do is we gut it, we clean it, and then we throw it over our shoulders and carry it with us into the logging camp and offer for them to eat it.
Well,
Yeah,
aren't
Right.
you here to make friends and influence people?
Well,
I'm here to make money.
that's what the gold's for.
they don't need to
meat's
see
for
the
our
head.
friends. Yeah, the meat's for our friends. That's a good idea. Let's get to it.
Sure.
We
That
also
sounds like
need
a plan.
I'll dig
to
in.
return the body of their friend or coworker. I don't know. One of the two.
No, I haven't forgot about them. I can smell them from here.
Not gonna skin him too, though. Just to let you know.
Well, he's wrapped in
Wasn't
my
my
cloak.
intention.
He's fine for now.
Sure.
I mean, he's not going anywhere, anyways.
I don't know. I've heard stories about people rising from the dead and then eating the people who were saving them. But,
It's
a lot can happen.
disheartening.
Crazy out here.
Well, I'm gonna slap Baron on the back. Get to work, brother.
All right, let's add to it. Serena, hold it still.
I can
Yeah.
I can help with scanning or whatever if need be.
Adam, I'm gonna draw my short bow and then come and wait over here. I know it's gonna take some time, but I know that that hole is still open down here to the south, so I just want to make sure we don't get snuck up on by anything.
Okay, sure. So keeping a lookout here.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need a short rest right now, guys, if anybody else is taking any, so I'm just gonna keep watch while we're chilling.
All right, yeah, and those of you that are starting to process the corpse here, go ahead and throw me a blind check. I'll take that as survival. And yeah, this is going to take a bit of time. It's gonna depend on your total check value here, but this could be anywhere between a couple of hours to several hours. So during this time, what is anybody else wanting to do?
Well, if someone else wants to keep watch, I can help my brother process it, make it a lot faster.
Yeah, if it matters, I am trained in survival, but that's I just want to make sure that whoever's doing it can give the help action.
Yeah, I'm also, that
Okay.
was what I was saying
All right.
there, yeah.
Yep.
I have that too.
Alright, yeah, okay, then y'all are good.
Who would have thought all these people living in a simple hamlet are really good at hunting and stuff, right?
And nobody knows nature well. The one that
I know
All right.
nature from books.
So, Baron, you set to this task with some assistance from your companions here, trying to strip the corpse. And I'm assuming here you're trying to recover as much of the meat as possible. Are you trying to, keep the skin intact with the intention of, keep it in good condition for use after? Or are you just trying to do this quickly to extract as much of the meat as you can?
Yeah, so as I'm working here, it's a big, imagine, taking my horse apart. That's going to take a minute. And
I got dark
skinning,
pretty quick.
yeah, well, it's that big. I would never do that, by the way, for the record, but it's a big animal. And it's like skinning it would take carefully would take a long time. I'm just going to say I can come back to it later. Let's just go. Maybe it'll be here. When we return, I'll leave the skin behind.
So what
Make
you're saying is just basically do as best you can for the hour you've got.
Yeah, and then I think we could quarter it in an hour, but I can't skin it in an hour. There's no way. But we could take the gold antlers and put it in our bag of holding.
When do we get that?
Well,
That's what he
was
calls
what I
his
was,
knapsack.
here's what I was thinking. We could take the entire corpse with us back to the thing. I mean, that shit's got to be what, 400 or 500 pounds. You know what I mean?
1,000 pounds. It'd be 1,000. If it's as big as a horse, it's 1,000 pounds. Dude.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's we can't carry that. So I mean, I'm thinking some haunches. You know what I mean? And we take the head, of course.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we're just gonna make it reasonable, Adam. So I'm not gonna skin it. We're gonna take as much meat that we'd be able to feed our new friends that we hope to find, and take the antlers, and I'll leave the skin behind.
Okay, so with an hour of work here, you are able to procure 60 pounds of meat from
God.
this corpse.
Goodness.
There you go.
We'll never go hungry again.
It's 10 pounds each, guys.
During this hour, is there anything else anybody's wanting to do?
I'm just keeping watch at him, so I'm kind of, making my rounds around.
Okay.
Coming back and forth. I never cross this point of boxes. You know what I mean? But I don't
Staying
let that
close
tree
to the
kind of.
team members.
Yep, exactly. No more than 30, 40 feet max.
Hey, Serena.
Hey, what?
Did as I'm helping chop the meat with you, did anyone go through his pockets? Does it seem rude to do so? Not the reindeer.
I don't think reindeers have pockets there, buddy.
No, the stinky person behind you.
Be sure you write that down, Celine. Reindeers do not have pockets.
I think that goes without saying.
Well, I just don't want to take anything of value that's going to be missed so that they don't get upset with us. But I'll search the person for information about their self.
You don't have to. I'm just wondering. Surprised my brother hasn't done it already.
Blind check, Serena.
It's But I
think
do
it's-
get a portion of the gold if you find some.
I think it's worth it to make sure that this person actually works with the logger camp or whatever.
There you go. Now she's thinking.
You find 6 copper coins and 1 silver coin in his pouch at his side. He also has a heavy-duty looking belt knife, so think of this as equivalent to a dagger. And he is wearing pretty typical clothing here. A jerkin, which would probably be the similar as like padded armor, some leather pants, and some heavy-duty boots. Other than that, he's dressed fairly warmly for the fall cold weather right now, but nothing like too extravagant. But yeah, that's all you find of interest.
No,
No
just
ID, no dental records.
yeah,
No.
just to be sure. I'm not trying to steal from him. I'm trying to find out about him.
Yeah, should I leave these coins in here in case they wonder where his money went?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I would bring it over and give it to the loggers when we go there.
Yeah, just leave it on his body. We'll bring the whole thing back.
If we
from
want to gain their trust, we cannot steal this man's gold. Just leave it there.
He doesn't have any gold.
Well, you get what I mean.
Right.
I
Any
Better
more?
off.
I want to go on record as keeping watch sucks.
Well,
Your
you're lucky,
Majesty
brother.
won't have to do that for long. You can hire
Hey,
people.
hey, we don't say that. We're off. Let's go. All done.
Wait. Who's carrying the meat? 60 pounds of meat, man.
How much can I carry?
Not it.
I've got the corpse, so you guys got to figure out the meat.
I could carry some of it.
Oh, and
Corpse
who's
is
got
60
the
pounds lighter.
who's got the head?
Me.
All right. Make sure it's in the inventory because that's cool. And also, can we also say, just out of character, these loggers getting their eyes on a golden antlers is probably not the best idea. So maybe we keep this one until we, meet something that pay better.
Yeah, I'd like to try to hide it in like a bedroll or something.
Well, you figure that out, Serena. But we don't want to get in a fight over golden antlers, as cool as they are.
Serena, give me a blind check to represent your efforts of hiding this large reindeer head with golden antlers somewhere on your person.
You can feel the mood behind his words.
Alrighty,
I'm
you do
wearing
the
lots
best you
of
can.
hides.
DM cold water.
Her armor is made of hide, so
Just-
she can hide the fucking.
All you gotta do is hollow out that skull there and just put it on. It's a helmet.
Hey, Noah, by the way.
Ooh,
Just suck out the juice. Hey.
so clever.
We're off to a great start, boys.
All right,
Alright.
we're off.
We are
Let's go.
level 1.
Wait, we didn't figure out who's carrying the meat. We can't say we're off and just leave the meat behind.
No, I said I could carry it.
You can carry all 60.
I'll
I'm
carry
checking
as
that
much
right
as
now.
I can. How do I know how much I can carry?
It's your
Well,
strength times.
15 times your strength.
Yeah, there you go.
yep, and if you ever go over that, you will notice a red message pop up next to your carry weight that says you are carrying too much.
You're
I'm less than
encumbered.
2 pounds from being encumbered. Dumped
I'm-
strength.
I'm good.
boys.
I got it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can carry it too. I'll just carry the head though.
Alright,
Alright, so
well,
Tavern's
well.
got the meat, Serena's got the reindeer head stuffed into a bedroll of some kind, and then Vin, you're carrying the corpse of the slain logger.
yes. Let's get our plan together real quick, guys, right? I think we should say that we did not, know this man while he was alive. We found him dead while we were tracking this reindeer. And we came across those broodlings. Yes?
How was that any
Wait.
different than just that we saw him over there, he ran away, we went to go talk to him, and he had been killed by some bugs? So there's no like story straight. It's exactly what happened.
Yeah. I figured we
Vin is
started off with the truth.
I think Vin is concerned that if we tell him we saw him alive, they might suspect that we had something to do with it. But
Should we bring one of the dead bugs with us then? To show them these things?
yeah,
There we
probably.
go. That sounds like a great plan. If we come in spinning a tale of
I am not picking
non-keg
up the bug
broodlings.
that spat acid at me. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
their blood is probably corrosive. I would guess. Anyone wearing gloves?
And if they're around here, they've probably seen them before. We probably just describe it. They probably know what it is.
Well, just tie a rope around one and drag it behind us.
I'd agree. Let's do it.
I'll do it.
Perfect.
You're looking fine with them golden antlers and dragging a bug behind you. You're a true hunter.
You can't see them. I hid them.
We all
Is it
kind of
obvious?
look at
Can we
each
see
other.
So far it's not obvious. No, it seems like she's done a decent enough job of hiding them.
Hell yeah.
All right, now could we be off?
Yeah.
Sure. This man's body's starting to smell.
I think that might be me.
All right, Adam. I think we continue on. I don't
Feel
know
free
if we're
to
in a
move as you wish.
cardinal direct. Oh yeah, that's right. We're on this giant map.
We were told that the logging camp was somewhere to the south.
Yeah, well, let's take a wide berth around that freaking hole, shall we?
Did we feel any more vibrations, like subterranean, while we were hanging out for an hour here, or are they gone?
You have not felt any, no.
Adam, can we assess the time of day through the forest here? Is the sun still high in the sky, or is it getting darker?
No, it's high in the sky. You'd assume it's somewhere like mid-afternoon at this point.
Cool. You know what our band needs, folks?
Music.
And a cook. We have to find one.
Blixel immediately starts tapping on the hand drum. Music! I got music for you. It's a little ditty.
There's some red stuff over there to our left. Did you guys see that?
Dead bugs.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, those are the...
Wait, I think through the trees I can see another stand over there.
There's somebody there. Look.
Maybe not the person holding the dead body. Should approach him. Yeah.
Well, I seem to be closest. Hale, are you all right there on the stand?
As you get a bit closer, and it is otherwise quiet here, you hear...
Oh, I think he's sleeping. Best what they say. Let sleeping strangers sleep.
Aye, bullshit. We need to find a way. You're not the one carrying this smelly ass body.
Well, there's some stumps further south, so I think we're going in the right direction.
Is this a building down here? Can we see it from this distance?
What are you pointing to?
Where's Serena? Or Selena? That's gonna happen a couple of
Yes.
times.
Saline, way far off in the distance there, you make out what looks to be a palisade wall.
That sure looks like an encampment of some kind.
We
over
made
there.
it.
There we go. Come on,
Wait, hold
brother.
up. No, we need to warn him about these bugs.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I agree with Baron. We're
All
literally
right.
right here.
Well, make it quick, brother.
Hale! Hey, hello!
You simply hear the sound of snoring.
Heavy sleeper.
Step up there and say, look, brother, I don't mean to startle you.
Are you
I'm gonna-
climbing the ladder up to the
Yep.
platform?
Yeah.
As you're climbing the ladder, you get hit with the waft of this odor, alcohol.
Oh.
Alright, right. I don't think this is gonna work anymore.
Okay, so where'd you say the palisade was? I'm just gonna head south. I'm gonna let him beat it up.
Southeast.
All right, Adam. I obviously left him. Oh, it's nothing. He's sleeping it off.
Oh, well, that doesn't change his safety, brother.
No, I don't want to
Well,
have to deal with a drunk right now. Let's go.
they are burrowing creatures. It might be complicated for them to get up the ladder. They probably could do it, but
Ah, there's people ahead.
All right, well, if he dies, then it's on your two head.
In the distance there, Serena, you notice these folks who are looking against this tree. You can see them kind of, one guy's got a hand on his chin. It seems like he's talking to the other one. You see him pointing a finger. It looks like they're assessing the tree and perhaps determining the best way to bring it down.
All right, I guess I'm up, eh?
Yeah. Say hi to them. They're probably nice.
Tell him I'm from the Hamlet contingent.
They look like dragon cultists to me. Oh,
Excuse me. Excuse me, gentlemen.
As you
Oi!
call out, are you currently holding the body wrapped in your arms?
Yes.
All right. You notice the guy closest kind of looks towards you, and it
Well,
takes
it's
him
like more. It's like more like over my shoulder at him, I would say.
Okay, but yeah, it's still clearly visible to him. So as he
Yeah,
turns and he looks towards you, you notice it takes him like 3 seconds before he recognizes that there's maybe something awry here. And you see he looks towards you and says, yeah, hang on a second. Darvin! And he starts shouting this to the east as you see some of the other loggers start making their way out.
Oi. Hi, gentlemen. I'm gonna take the body at him and kind of take it off of my shoulder and lay it down, like right here in front of me.
Okay, as you do so, you notice a older gentleman, maybe in his middle years, exits through the palisade wall here.
Are you this Darvin?
You notice he eyes you with this sort of nonplussed look and slowly is walking closer to you. I am Darvin, and you are?
Alright, just a simple hunting group. We were making our way through when we came across this gentleman on one of your platforms, and I'll open up the cloak to reveal the body.
You see he looks down towards it, doesn't seem to change his facial expression at all as he looks back towards you. These are guild lands. You can't be hunting on guild lands.
Well, a creature we were hunting came on the guild lands. He was wounded. We found his body not far from your little platform.
Give me a blind check here, Ben.
I am going to throw my hero point onto that, Adam.
Okay, sure.
You want me to GM roll my hero point?
No, you can just post it.
Oh, lovely.
You see he kind of like does this cleaning of his mouth, like with almost as though he's chewing on something that is not really there. I see. Well, that is quite unfortunate. It looks like old Jason didn't pay attention for the last time. And you see some of the other loggers kind of shaking their heads back and forth.
Well, when we found his body, underneath it was one of these. Blixel, bring it up here.
Oh, yeah, it's one of these weird bug things, man. And Blixel sort of picks it up and sort of tosses it their way.
All right, and as you do so, you notice Darvin actually takes a step back. Fools, don't bring that any closer. Get that out of here. We know what they are. You don't want the corpses anywhere closer. It attracts them.
Oh,
We didn't. Well, we wanted to be sure you knew what killed him.
Serena, how's your arm?
I'm gonna be all right.
Can you throw this bug far away from here? Tight
Oh, so
spiral
you're
over the
asking
trees.
about my wounds. I'll give it a try.
How's your arm? Oh, these scratches are a little iffy.
He
He's like,
motions
"No,
with his hand to the north. Take it away from here. We don't want it anywhere close to the camp.
I'll just grab it and walk it away.
All right. And
Anywhere close to the camp.
Blind check Serena as you do so.
I'll have you know, there's a burrow multiple came out of not even a mile from here.
Yes, we know. They generally leave everything alone. They don't bother us as long as we don't bother them. Jason must have gotten too close. Always was a fool.
Well,
Doesn't sound... I guess it's not much of a problem then, is it? We were hoping to help you with it.
It's a problem for me, because now I'll have to write up his death and make sure his family's informed, but we're probably all much better off with Jason no longer bothering us.
Oof. You know, my mother told me never speak ill of the dead.
Your mother never met Jason, I'm sure.
She's been around. I don't know.
You see, he raises an eyebrow as he looks at you, wondering, and you see he kind of takes a moment to regain his composure as though he was on getting ready to laugh or say something. Guess you're here now. You can come in if you want. Don't bother my loggers, though. They've got much work to do. What are you all standing around for? Didn't I say I wanted this one down? Get back to work.
Well, come in, sir. Let's wait for my brother to get back. Thank you for your hospitality.
Nah.
I think you loggers are doing a great job. And Blixel just gives him a thumbs up.
You notice one of them looks towards you and it starts to smile, and then he stops and looks at you as though he's seeing you, and he just kind of steps a little bit back.
Oh, don't worry. I'm friendly.
He realizes you're only a level 1 and he... Never mind.
Did any of you know Jason? I'm going to approach a little closer.
You notice one of them looks towards you and, yeah, I knew Jason. Why?
Was his character like the gentleman said it was? Was he just rude and unkind, or what?
He always had his head in the clouds, you could say. He just never really wanted to be here, didn't pay much attention, and, well, yeah, I guess, to be honest, he wasn't very helpful. I better get back to work. I don't want Darwin seeing me here not working. Excuse me.
Wait. Have you guys had any other trouble with these ant kegs? Any of the large ones?
Not trouble, but we know they're around. If you want to know more about the ant kegs, you should go talk to Bendel.
Where is this Bendel?
He's on the south side of the camp.
All right. Thank you. Sorry about your friend.
And you hear him as he's kind of turned around. Oh, isn't really my friend.
Man, Jason must have sucked, dude. Everyone hates that guy.
Jason was an asshole, apparently. They said we should speak to this guy, Blindle.
Blindle? I don't like the sound of that name. It's a little close to my name.
A little close indeed. Tavard, come on, man.
Hey, Adam, does this place look like it's like a fortified against attacks?
I mean, not from an army, but yeah, it looks like they're certainly prepared. You can notice against the palisade wall there are spears. You can see up in these raised platforms, these sort of mini fortress fortifications. You can see that there are heavy crossbows on the side. So yeah, they certainly look like they can defend themselves.
Hey, brother.
Oi.
Looks pretty fortified for just a logging community, yeah?
Well, if they deal with end kegs, then yeah, they must be.
All right.
But you don't think they're on the up and up?
No, I think everything's fine.
Blixel Blixel
Darvin.
clearly looks suspiciously around.
You see he turns back to look at you, Vin. Yeah, what is it?
We were able to find our kill, just so you're aware, and we processed its meat. We have about 60 pounds, and although we would love to eat it all, it's impossible for our group to do so. So before it spoils, how about we share it with your people here tonight?
What kind of meat is it?
Reindeer. Not quite found in these parts, right? As we said, we've been tracking the beast for a while. We have about 60 pounds.
You see he eyes you again newly. Did you come from up north?
I'm not good with the directions, sir. We've been in the woods for a
And
long
you're
time.
a
This is
hunter?
not with directions, sir. We've been in the woods for a good long time. I've never been this far into Mountain's Edge, personally.
I think with your, oh, Adam, can I? I've got the background for Outlander, so I should pretty much know. I think.
No, what specifically?
I think on Outlander or that one there, you know all directions on north and south and stuff like that.
Oh, right. So are you asking which direction you came from?
Yeah. Sorry. Thanks.
Yeah,
I was
yeah. You
kinda-
guys came from the north.
I'll look over at our fearless leader and say, yeah, north. Yeah, we're good.
There we are. My tracker says we came from the north, Davin.
You see he eyes you once again, just kind of shakes his head a little bit. You get a little sense of maybe disgust, perhaps, like he's like disappointed with this answer. But you see he looks back towards the east, and you notice that there is this woman who's nearby the fire. You can see she is cleaning out some pots. There's like this little kettle and things there, and he says, "You could take the meat to Martha there. She can prepare it, I'm sure. It'd be a nice treat for the men."
We agree. Thank you. We would love to meet and talk with everybody. So tell me, Darvin, are you sure that these end kegs haven't caused you any problems?
If you've been out here for as long as we have, you understand how kegs work. You just stay away from them. There's no sense in riling them up. Though old Blendel has some different ideas, but, well, you know.
Could you point him out to me?
He's south across the bridge, across the river there.
Well, I'm going to speak with him. Just, they concern me. I mean, they almost killed my companion. Killed one of yours. Also, I'm going to lean in and kind of whisper, on your other platform, the one closer to here, you have a worker who is asleep drunkenly. You may want to assess that.
And you see he looks towards you and gives a nod. Oh, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to get good workers out here.
I do, sir. All right.
You notice this tent flap from your south is swung open suddenly, and you see this woman kind of rush out, and she looks around, spots Darvin, and starts making her way up, and then realizes there are other people here that she hadn't seen before, and kind of stops for a moment. And Darvin looks towards her and says, "What is it? What is it?" She's getting worse. I don't think we have the right stuff here. It's not looking very good." And you hear her say, "Oh, blast it! Let me see."
Celine.
I heard.
I'll go with her. And I'll look at Blixo and say, hey, find that Blendo. Ask him about the end kegs.
If someone is sick, I might be able to help.
Well, then come along.
You notice the tent flap is sort of thrown open here as Darvin kind of pokes his head in. It's not large enough for everybody to stand inside, so he's kind of standing at the entrance and just looking down as this other woman that came with him kind of kneels down, and you see she leans in and she says, Denise, can you sit up for just a moment? Darvin's here to see you." And inside you hear, "Oh." Darvin looks over to see that you are close, Celine, and he says, "Do you have some manner of expertise in being able to help this, or are you just bothering us for no reason?"
She can
have
heal
some-
anything.
I have some medical knowledge. I can take a look, but no guarantees.
She's modest.
Well, then just take a look. And you see he steps back.
All right. Do I have to go all the way in the tent, or is she like up at the front?
So this tent's not really big, so if you open the flap, you can see her, but if you're trying to like examine her, you would want to be, probably prone, mechanically speaking, as you're analyzing, examining her body.
Sure.
Well,
I'll go in.
Okay.
you want to give her a hand, Blixel?
Yeah, I'll go in as well.
All right, so a little bit cramped here, but you guys wedge in as best that you can. So this is going to be a medicine check. Celine, since you're taking the lead here, I'm assuming you're making this. Blixel, are you proficient in medicine?
No, I'm not proficient in medicine.
Okay, so Celine, medicine check, please.
I have the magical power of my god to help me with this possible.
But I'm here to help.
I'll do a blind check. Is this something that I'm not familiar with the new guidance? So am I able to guidance myself?
Oh, good question. Let me double check the wording of the house rule here. Yes. So in response to you or an ally within 10 feet, so obviously you're within 10 feet of yourself, so yes, you can use it.
I mean, might as well. It's a cantrip, so...
Well, remember, based on the house rule, once you benefit from it once, you can't benefit again until you complete a short or long rest.
That
okay.
character, yeah. He can do other characters, though, right?
Yes.
Essentially, everybody could get guidance for it to be successful once in a
Yes.
short rest, long rest period. Got it.
You got it, yeah.
I mean, I'll use it if I need it. I think the wording says that if you fail a check, is that correct? I don't have it open because my
Yes.
thing is lagging, but... So I will attempt the check, and then if I need to burn guidance, I'll burn guidance.
All right, so you fail this check.
Okay. Where the fuck did my character sheet go? I found my character sheet.
Yeah, and for this purpose, you can just throw a D4. That's all you're going to need.
Sure.
Okay, you look over the body of Denise here. I shouldn't say body. You look over her body because she's still alive. She is looking quite ill. You can see she is almost like a little bit green-skinned, a very slight tinge of green skin. And as you eye her up and down, you try to place like what this might be and think about your knowledge, what you've read and so forth, but it is not coming to you. You're not sure exactly what this is. Perhaps it could be one of many things. You just can't pinpoint the specific illness.
Is the woman who is tending to her still here? Can I ask her about like any other symptoms she might be having?
You can, yes. So as you ask this question, you see she looks towards you. Also, you've seen this in others before. There's this kind of like apprehension a bit because your appearance is clearly of elvish descent. So everybody around you has this little bit of like standoffishness. But as you ask this question, go ahead and give me a blind check. You see as you kind of look at her, nothing really dawns, and then you look and you ask this woman this question. You see she looks towards you and says, "It's okay. We'll figure something out. We want to just keep to just normal means of healing and godly means of restoring somebody back to their health. So it's okay. We'll take care of it from here."
Do I get the impression by godly she means?
She basically just called you dirty elf trash, but tried to say it really politically correctly.
Okay. All right. I'll back off.
Well, do you guys like the goddess? What do you call it here? No, I call it Avani, but you guys call it something else. Avanale?
You notice the woman who is tending to Denise here says, yes, Vanale is highly regarded here. She's not the patron deity of this area, but everybody knows of her. Why do you ask?
Oh, me and Vanale are pretty close. And I might be able to help your friend here. So I'm just gonna touch her real quick. Okay?
Oh, wait. Go ahead and give me a blind check as well here, Blixel. Rocking that high persuasion bonus. Needed it for that roll. She seems pacified a bit. She kind of leans back and, well, she does look pretty bad. If there's something you can do.
Yeah, and I'll use all my points of lay on hands to heal one disease.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and burn your lay on hands
Nice.
points, and you have purged this disease from her. You notice almost an instant glow on her skin as the green fades. It seems as though this natural color of her skin comes back very quickly. You notice the woman kind of tending to her leans back and, wow, that she looks so much better. And you notice Denise even it's rubbing at her mouth, and you can see she's got this bad taste in her mouth, but she looks up and she says, "Oh my goodness, that I feel so much better. Oh, the stomach aches, the pains were so bad. Thank you. What is your name?"
Oh, my name's Blixel. Nice to meet you. But that was all Avanale. That wasn't me. So you can thank her.
Oh, you're a priest of Avanale?
Hey, something like that. But yeah, that's I like to help you out here.
At something like that, you notice they both kind of look at each other and then look back to you. Well, whatever it is, thank you so much. That was very nice of you. Thank you.
No problem. Now remember, we're here to help, and we're here to make this a better place. So make sure you tell all your friends that. All right. Goodbye.
And you
I
say
play
that as
every
no
third
one.
Tuesday at the Hamlet.
I was going to say, as you're saying
yeah.
that, they
Here.
can't see anybody behind you, right? So they don't really even know anybody. Well, the lady on the Denise doesn't know anyway. But yeah, the lady that tended certainly seems to understand what you're saying and nods along.
And yeah, he just plays the hand drum and walks out.
Okay.
All right. Problem solved, everybody.
Nice.
Now I won't be able to heal you guys now a little bit, but so let's just not fight anybody.
Well, we've got good meat coming tonight, so maybe we won't need to. Good job, Blixel.
Hey, finger guns.
Darwin? Looks like she's feeling better. Have you had many people afflicted with this illness?
He looks towards you and says, "No, this is the first. Normally we don't have much issue here, but I wanted to speak with her and figure out if we could try to trace back what it is that maybe she ate or drank before she got ill, but she's just been too sick to really try to pressure her. But thank you for your aid. I will certainly speak with her now."
If there's anything we can do to help, we'd love to. We're gonna go talk to your friend Blindle while you speak to her.
If you're really wanting to help, then come back and see me after you speak with Blendel.
Sure. I'm gonna get to right here as Blixel, right beside Blixel, and I'm gonna kind of give him a shove on the shoulder. You've never done that trick before.
Oh, well, my mom's been teaching me, trying new things, and sometimes stuff's happening now. I don't know what's going on.
That's pretty cool. Good job.
Yeah, I was wondering if I should throw your name in that. I'm not sure how we're doing this, but I want to pump you up, you know what I mean? So just let me know what I can do, bro. I'm here for you.
I'll give you a signal. How about that, buddy?
Okay. When you signal, I name drop.
There it is. That is. I'm gonna walk back this way, and I'm gonna kind of give Tabard a wave and wave him over. Come, friend.
Looked kind of like a small area over there. Didn't think we all need to be inside.
That's fine. They say this person down here has been having an issue with the end kegs. So let's talk to him.
As you cross over this very well-constructed wood bridge, you can see it is of new make. It looks very sturdy. The water underneath is actually moving at a pretty brisk pace. and you can see that it is shallow right at the edges, but seems to get deep very, very quickly. Hard to tell how deep, but just on an eyeball, you're thinking it's probably a good 8 to plus feet deep there.
Do I see any fish?
Let's see. Everybody pause for just a moment. Trying to snag all the character tokens here for a group check, but unfortunately people were moving. I was like, couldn't get everybody. You do not see fish, but in addition to that purpose, as you are crossing by this, looks like I missed one person on a check. Let me just see if I can get that person real quick. Okay, so as you're looking the water, and obviously you spot this, you kind of eyeball the water back. You notice to your northeast there is a waterfall, and the water is cascading down below. It is not like slamming in and drowning out all sound here. It's kind of softly falling, but it's still coming down. But as you look that direction, you notice there is this wood bridge that starts on the eastern side, and think of this as a wood ramp. It goes up and then goes behind the waterfall, but it seems as though the waterfall, as you're looking at this wooden bridge, you can see a chunk of the wooden bridge is actually broken and fallen through, and it seems as though the water is falling right in that area, and it's kind of coming down uneven. So like on the east side of the waterfall, it's coming out with some pressure and shooting past the wooden bridge, falling into the water below. But on the west side of the waterfall, it is coming down basically and just falling right down, not shooting, and thus it seems as though it has broken away part of the bridge there. And that was Vin, Saline, and Serena are all perceptive enough to notice that.
That's interesting. Maybe a dam?
Some kind of natural or maybe unnatural blockage up ahead, up top. It's causing it to.
Maybe the ledge on the left side broke off naturally, and it's just falling down.
Well, as a
Seems like they
woodworker,
built it in the wrong place.
I'd like to point out that whoever built that bridge, they deserve a gold medal. Look at that. Incredible. Wraps around the mountain. You know how hard that is? How many odd shapes of wood you need to cut?
No, I don't.
I think they're good at cutting wood here. That's sort of their thing.
Yeah, that's valid. Hello. Which one of you is Blendor?
You call this out, and you notice one of the people closest to you just does like a thumb finger behind, pointing towards the tent to the south.
That one.
Yes.
Thank you. Excuse me, Blendor. You in there?
And as you say this, you hear, "What is it?"
I'm gonna flip the tent flap open at him. Is that like an open door thing? I don't know. There we are.
You flip the tent open. You notice a gentleman inside, and you see he looks out towards you, and he already has this sort of bored or perhaps annoyed look on his face just as he sees you.
Just so I'm cause I'm note taking at him, could you give me his name, his spelling of his name for me? Sorry to bug you. My name is Vin. Can I come in and speak with you a moment about your broodling problem?
Vin? Are you Reuric?
My mother was.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. Well, come in, Vin. And you see he stretches his hand out. The name's Crandall.
Crandall? I thought they said Blendor.
Oh, you must have spoke with Darvin. Yeah, when I first met him, I said, "Hi, I'm Crandall." And he said, "What kind of name's Crandall? I'm going to call you Blendle." And it's kind of stuck, but it's Crandall.
I see. Well, Crandall, pleasure to meet you. You know, tent's rather small. I have some companions that were hunting with me. Yes, I know we can't hunt on the Guildlands, but we were tracking a creature through the area. Anyways, we killed a few of those broodlings. They're quite large. Have they been an issue for a long time?
They've always been around this area, but they haven't really been much of an issue. Why? Did they cause you any problems?
Well, we found them when we found the body of one of the loggers here, Jason.
Oh, well, that sounds like a problem now, because so far no one's been hurt.
Well, we brought his body back. We showed it to Darvin. It seems he was ripped open with the mandals. The mandibles? The mandibles? I think that's what my colleague called them.
Yeah, that's typically what they do. They spit acid and they tear you open if they get to going at it. But usually they leave people alone unless you go about their ground and start stomping or something.
Well, Crandall, their burrow is 200 feet away from the entrance of this camp.
Oh yeah, it doesn't surprise me. There's probably a few of them out there. They like to breach the surface and they use it to go around and find stuff and bring it back down into their lairs.
Yes. Well, have you had more loggers going missing?
No, that's the first one. I'm surprised to hear even that.
So what changed?
I don't know. This is the first I've heard. I would have to ask, but I've been thinking that it's not real safe to have them close by. So I've been trying to come up with a solution. But well, Darwin kept saying if they don't bother us, we won't bother them. Leave well enough alone. You know how it goes.
Yes, but if they're burrowing under your camp at any moment, they could get hungry, and he looks out of the tent flap at all of the people here.
Oh, no. You see, first of all, they don't burrow past the water, so there's that. And then they can't burrow through solid rock. They're like soft dirt kind of thing. And really, they generally stay away from people. But, well, sometimes things can change. How exactly did Jason, where did they get him?
Like I said, we found him near the burrow. I think it's northeast, 250 feet or so. We could take you there in the morning if you like.
No, I'm good. I'm not much of a go out kind of person. I just kind of stay here. But I have this idea. You see, of there's these couple chemicals that you can mix together, but it's kind of volatile. So you got to be real quick after you mix them together. But if you were to mix them together and drop them down the hole, then I think it would it would help with the problem.
So leave well and well enough alone, but you do want us to pour acid on them.
Well, of course it's not acid, but you see, Darwin said leave well enough alone. I said that I thought, eventually they might become a problem, and if they do, everyone's going to come and look to me for a solution, and I can't just say, oh, well, Darwin said leave well enough alone, so, plan B and all that.
Huh. I can understand that. Well, let me do this. Let me talk with my companions. Their opinions are important to me, as you, I'm sure, can understand.
Sure.
We brought some reindeer meat, Crandall. It's being cooked by Martha, I think her name was. You should come out and enjoy some when it's ready.
Yeah, later. Yeah, eventually. Yeah.
And I'll leave the tent. After that conversation, as I'm leaving, can I do an insight check on his demeanor, Adam? Does he seem like he's withholding information from me?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and give me a blind check. If he is, nothing specific comes to mind.
Okay.
Hey Adam, on a admin note here. On the senses, my minor sense of specifically detect evil and good, it says may cast detect evil and good. So I need to if I were to use this ability, I have to use, if it's somatic and verbal, it's as if I'm casting a spell, or is it
Yes.
innate blood quality? Okay.
No, it's just it gives you the ability to cast it, so you don't have to have the slot or anything like that because the blood powers that to do that for you. But yes, you do have to do all the components.
As I come out, I'll kind of gather everyone and like move over in this direction and say, well, it seems they've lived along these end kegs for a while now, but this Brindle character here suggests a plan for us to rid them for them.
Okay, what's his plan?
Well, kind of foolhardily plan, if you ask me. I don't know if it'll work, but he wants us to pour these chemicals down the burrow to kill them and push them away. Seems like it may agitate them to me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Who's in charge of this place though? Like who's the big boss?
Well,
That'd be
I
Darwin.
have the sense that Darwin was, but
I assume it's Darwin as well.
we we pour chemicals down a hole. We don't know how many are down there. What if there's like dozens of them, and they come out angry
Well,
and attack the?
What if there's bigger ones?
Yeah, that's also a concern.
if there's babies, there has to be at least two bigger ones. I give Blixel an elbow.
Ugh.
Well,
Normally I'd agree with you, but bugs are weird. Who knows?
yeah, at a certain point, praying mantises, they once they mate, the female bites the head off the male, and then there's only one of them.
Whoa,
Wow. Why do you know that?
that's gnarly.
Well, I've read a bit, you know.
Looks
I
like
don't.
backs away.
I vote for pouring chemicals down a hole and seeing what happens.
Of course you do. Your
Hmm.
cabbages are killed by pests all the time.
My only thing is, I think we check with the big boss and make sure he won't get mad about us doing some of this weird stuff.
Yeah, didn't he
Well,
say he wanted us to talk to him later anyway? He might have
yeah,
some other ideas.
that's
He
it.
did.
Yeah, let's go talk to the boss. Keep this in the back pocket.
I like the plan. Okay. Well, what do you guys think about this bridge? Should maybe tomorrow we go and investigate what's causing the blockage? Could be fun.
No, that looks dangerous to me. It doesn't look fun.
Let's do it.
Brother, that's some bitch shit. That's all I have to say about that. Darwin,
You see he kind of spins and looks back towards you. Well, I suppose you went and spoke down to Blendel?
Blindul says his name is Grandal.
Oh, of course he does. That guy's always trying to cause trouble. It's Blendel.
I kind of smirk and say, okay. Well, he says he has a solution for the end kegs, and now that they've attacked one of your own, that maybe it's time to use his solution.
Oh, I can only wait to hear this one. It sounds like it's going to be a real masterpiece.
And I kind of like put my arms in the air and shrug and says, well, he wants us to pour chemicals down the hole. Kill them.
That sounds like an absolutely terrible idea.
I
Yeah, I agree.
actually agree with you, Darwin. But I don't disagree with the idea of pushing them away from your encampment. Maybe not that way, though.
Well, if you have some way of taking them from here and pushing them further away, which in no way will perhaps piss them off and make them come this way, then I'm all ears.
Well, I do have to ask, for a logging camp, your fortifications are quite heavy. Have you had issues with something else?
This is a pretty dangerous area to be. We are right on the border of 2 other domains. Who's to say what they might decide to do? Then, of course, there's the occasional bandits that move through here. When the guild wants to make sure that its profits are secure, they provide sufficient protections to do so.
I see. Well, we've never done business with any guild. What is this one you speak of? Is this a logging guild?
You've never done business with any of the guilds.
Well, most of us have, well, we've not been this far out before, to be honest with you.
Where is it that you come from?
Have you been to the hamlet? It's further east. 3,
The
4
Hamlet?
hours. It has no name. And I turn and look at everybody.
And this is actually, the Hamlet is actually west of here, by the way, unless you're trying to lie there.
Yes. Yeah, there's a little bit. I mean, I don't want to give direct directions to all of our families and loved ones.
Nope, yeah, that's fine, but you would also know that in your current area that you're at, like a 3-hour walk to the east would be outside of Cariele.
Okay.
You'd
I'm
be
sorry,
looking
I'm trying
at... Yeah, no worries. So just as a reminder, I'll bring you guys just here real quick.
Sorry.
So yeah,
New
you guys...
area.
Yep, yeah, no worries. So you remember your hamlet is like here, and you guys have
Gotcha.
gone like this direction to get to the logging camp. So when you say 3 hours east, you'd be like over either in Twerheville or over in the Lost Realm of Marcus, or either one, not really a good thing.
Oh, okay. So then I would just say west then.
Okay.
You know, like over towards like this area, towards the border.
Southwest. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Also, is there a way that you can maybe, you remember back in Baldur's Gate, you gave us those little icons for the
Yeah.
different little areas. Could you pop an icon for the hamlet maybe so we can remember?
Yep, I will certainly get one on there for next time. Yep.
Perfect. Yeah, we're close to the Stone Crow Mountains. Very close, actually. But we don't have a name for our hamlets. I turn and look at everyone, right? Does anybody have a name for it?
No, I mean it's not very big, but we're just out here, trying to make a name for ourselves and helping out folks, helping out the realm.
And we were hunting that reindeer, which we got. And then we stumbled across your problem, which, like my friend here says, we're only here to help.
You see a bemused look cracks on his face suddenly as he says, "Oh, I get it. You're wannabe adventurers then. Is that it?"
Yes.
I see.
We start small.
Yes. Some of you come by the camp every couple of months or so wanting to see what you can find and right wrongs and all of that. Usually they don't last long around here. It's not a lot of excitement, but, well, if you're trying to find ways to help the camp, there's a couple of things that we could use some assistance with. First, and you see he points over towards the east of the spot some of you have already recognized. He says, "There is some kind of a blockage up above in the waterfall, and it redirected the flow of water, and it caused it to crash down and destroy our ramp to get up to that area there. It's not easy to get up there any longer. We have to use ropes and things, which makes it difficult to keep on our good lookout of what is going on in the surrounding area. If you could make your way up there and clear the blockage, we could repair the ramp, and, well, that would certainly put my mind at ease, and I'm sure with some of the rest of us here as well. Also, there has been a large bear that has been spotted nearby. So far, it has mostly left us alone, but it has stolen some food from outside of the camp, and, well, I don't have a lot of food to just go to waste or get lost or stolen by some bear, so taking it out would be helpful. You can speak to Kalen if you wish about that. He was looking into the bear. And, well, you already helped Denise, so that's quite helpful. Yeah, I think those are the two main issues we're dealing with right at the moment."
Well, some of us already noticed the uneven flow of the water, so I think we had an interest in going and checking it out. Right, brother?
Yeah, well, sounds good to me. But we have to walk around it, cause I ain't climbing up them ropes. They look dangerous. Is there a way around it?
What way
Not
around it would
unless
that be,
you're.
brother?
Yeah, not unless you're wanting to go way far around. You might be able to find a way up there, but it's probably miles and miles away.
How high is the waterfall, Adam?
From the ground level to the top, it's probably about 70 feet.
Okay.
You
First
remember
level
that
character,
time?
if you fall, you're gonna die.
Yeah,
In
we're
other
level 1 here, guys. Come on.
You remember that time you climbed on Celine's roof? Well, this would be just like that.
70
Well, that's
times it.
what I'm afraid of. He fell that time.
You caught him. You did. You caught him.
Yeah.
But I got to
So
tell you, brother, you rolled a d6 7 times. You're dead. That's dangerous.
I'm fully confident in my ability to make it up that cliff. Either way, Darwin, we'll check it out for you. We may find a way around, sure. And this bear, that sounds fun. Sure, we'll look into both for you. Right, group?
Oh, yeah.
You bet.
We're here to help.
Oh, my God.
In return, could we possibly spend the night here? We don't need a tent or anything, just a place for us to set our bedrolls while we eat some of this meat we've brought.
Yeah, there's plenty of room around. I'm sure you won't be an inconvenience, but it's several hours before night, so if you want to go check that bear situation out, as I said, go find Kalen. He should be able to give you some more information.
Blix just
Sure.
starts yelling Kalen loudly around. Kalen!
That's why we brought him.
You notice some of the other people eyeing you and just kind of looking around, and then they start to look to the ground as though they're trying to not look the crazy guy in the face.
Where's Kalen?
I'm gonna whisper back to Tavern, or maybe we could use it as bait for the bear. Good idea.
Yeah, but I started typing that out before the conversation took place.
I get what you mean, yes. Which did he point specifically to any person, Adam? Sorry.
No. You're talking about identifying who Kalen is?
Yeah.
He did not. Nope. After he says this, you see Martha calls out to him, and he goes over there, and you can see the two of them now talking.
Hey, Denise, where's Kalen?
And you see she looks towards you and says, I don't know. I have just been laid up here for the past day or so. I haven't seen him. He's good friends with Roger, though. Roger usually hangs out to the south across the bridge. You could go speak to Roger, and he could probably tell you where Kalen is.
Oh, okay. How are you doing, by the way? Are you feeling better? A lot better now?
So much better. I can't even describe. It was like a switch on and off. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. That's Avani for you. All right. Check you later.
Wait, Blixel. Excuse me, Denise.
What's up?
I'm sorry. Did you eat something bad? What happened? Do you remember?
It wasn't anything that I ate, but it is kind of sticking out to me that normally we get water right from the waterfall there and fill up our water skins and things, and we've never had any issue, but I was picking mushrooms to the southwest along the river bend there, and while my water skin was empty, so I thought it wouldn't hurt to just fill up from the river. I mean, if it's coming down from the waterfall, it can't be bad there, right? But that's when I drink it then is when I started feeling really bad.
I see. Well, perhaps no longer drink from that area. Yes.
Yes, of course. That was the first thought I had as well.
Feel better. Poison water. Have anyone heard of something like that? Poisoned water.
Well, maybe. It's possible that if there are toxic mushrooms growing near the riverbed, it might leak some kind of poison into the sediment or something. But it may also. When did she say this happened? If there's a chance that whatever's causing the blockage might also be polluting it.
Well, tell me if I'm wrong, Adam, but she said, like, where southeast? So, like, over here, right?
She said southwest.
Oh, okay. So, like, this part of the water over here, then?
You're not sure exactly where she's talking about. She said she was following the river southwest. If you guys want to spend time, speaking with her to get more precise instructions, she can let you know she was far southwest, right when the river kind of cuts into the canyon there.
I see. Okay.
And that's where
Okay,
she
no.
drew the water from?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, we will investigate that. Also, add it to the list of this place that needs absolutely no help, apparently. Alright. Any of you Roger? Or what's the other chap's name?
It's Caleb.
You notice the first guy that you're standing next to here looks and says, "Yes, I'm Roger. What can I help you with?"
We heard you had a bear problem. No one to speak with was Galen. Is he nearby?
Oh, Caleb actually went outside looking for the bear. That was a couple of hours back now. I haven't seen him since then.
He went hunting for a bear by himself. You didn't think to go with
Well,
him.
he didn't say he was hunting it. He said he just wanted to see if he could figure out where it came from. I told him he was being stupid and he should wait and see if there are others that can help him with that task. But you know the South family. They're not really known for their well-intentioned and well-mannered, thought-out plans. Those of you, obviously, being from the hamlet, are familiar with the South family, and this statement is ringing somewhat true.
Aye, we've met a few of the Souths. Well, could you point us in the direction that the young man went off?
Well, if you exit the palisade wall through the gate and you head to the west, he was pretty convinced that the bear was coming from that direction. Whether it's climbing down the hill or there's some kind of den or something over there, it's hard to say.
Oh, well, we'll see if we can find him before it gets dark.
That would be
Thank you.
helpful, yes. I would assume he would be smart enough to come back, but, well, in these times, who knows?
If he's tracking a bear, he might not be able to come back.
So
We
I
should
think we all
probably prioritize that.
yeah. I think we all agree that when it comes to the quest chains here around camp that we're picking up, we're just gonna ignore the one about dumping chemicals down this burrow, right? I mean, sounds sketchy, right? Like out of character. That I don't know about doing that.
Out of
Yeah,
character, that
I bet
sounds
a
like
bunch
something.
of them come up.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah,
come out pissed off and
we're gonna have to like defend the entire camp from kegs, right? Like that's what I'm imagining happening.
literally
Yeah.
kicking a hornet's nest.
I
Yeah,
think
right.
since the main guy doesn't seem to care about it that much, maybe we do the other ones first and then,
Yeah, okay. Cool. Alright, I'm glad we're on the same page on that. Alright.
So we're off to kill the bear.
We'll have to find Kalen and hope he's okay, and then
Oh.
maybe kill the bear.
And then maybe we kill the bear, yes.
well, he just said get rid of the bear. We could, I don't know. Are you able to speak with animals over here, Tabard?
Yeah, I can speak to them. They don't understand a damn word I say, though. But yeah, I could say, hey, bear.
All right. You'll be the one talking to him, all right?
Be quite funny. They say, hey, bear, in front of a bear. You know anybody that can speak with animals, Blixel? Is that a thing people can do?
Yeah, I've known a few people in my day to, you know, talk to an animal. I've heard the story.
Do do you guys want to run off and find the bear, or do you want to rest for a little while? To be careful, we're not level 13 like we used to be.
Well, someone could be in danger, right? He went off hours ago and he hasn't come back. That doesn't mean he's hurt,
I
but
thought-
that seems if it's a
I
local
was-
problem.
I also thought we didn't we take a short rest when we cleaned the
No, 'Cause
I
was
asked if
busy.
anybody wanted to do anything, and nobody asked for a short rest, so no.
I figured I
Oh,
couldn't
damn it,
because I
guys!
was
I thought that's
no,
what y'all were
no,
doing.
no. In fact, Tavern said he didn't want to. He's fine, but Saline healed him. I couldn't take a short rest because I was cleaning the kill. But I was
I am
taking
worried
no
that
hit
this
I thought
guy's
I
points.
was
going to
helping with
die
the
if we
kill.
wait around too long.
Yeah, I'm down 1 hit point, so I'm fine to just.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay to
Press
go
up.
myself. I don't have. I mean, personally, I'm a rogue, so my stuff doesn't replenish like that. You know, I can get a hero point back maybe.
Well, I'm a warlock, so I'm all about it. But I'm ready to go. We're fine.
All right. Do we sure? We don't want to wait an hour? I mean, it's like afternoon, so we
No,
could
we gotta
afford to
go.
wait an hour.
If the guy's been gone a couple hours, going after a bear.
I'm worried about the guy.
Yeah, I agree with Saline.
I think the guy's probably already dropped the bear's hit points down to 1, and we'll go over there and steal the kill.
Yeah, I like that plan. All right, let's go. Is that to the west, right? This is west, this way?
You're going northwest.
Yeah,
they've
yeah.
seen him.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to climb the wall?
No, these guys down here. Go ahead, Blixie. Ask him if they seen the guy. I forgot his name.
Yeah, hey.
Galen! His name is
Good shop
Galen.
in there. You're doing great jobs. Reiterate that. But have you seen Kalen come by here looking for a bear?
No, I haven't seen Kalen. No, I haven't seen Kalen.
Are you sure?
No, yeah, I'm sure. I haven't seen him. No.
All right, we're on a mission from Darwin now. If he finds out you're not telling us the truth, he's gonna get mad.
You see, he kind of gives you this weird look, like, "Who the hell are you?"
We're helping out. We're helping out your log camp here. All right. Well, if you see Kalen, tell him we're looking for him.
Okay.
They haven't seen him down that way.
That's exactly what I would do. Out of it, like, what the?
All right. Well, then he must be off in this.
I'd be saying, how come those guys are allowed to drink?
I mean, southwest looks like a dead end to me, unless we want to go surfing down the river. So this feels like the only way.
Well, southwest is where we'll have to check the mushrooms. We can do so tomorrow. I also don't like to be this far in front. Serena.
Hey, Adam. Just for giggles, can I just do this to check the mechanics? But Can I use my dragon eye right now and put it by that guy who we just interviewed, where this guy was, and just to hear what he's saying?
Go ahead and post that.
Yeah, I'll post it so we can kind of get used to this ability as well. Let me find Wormling Blessing. I don't think they're gonna detect it. It's not worth the thing. So here, it's the big one, but it's the Dragon's Draconic Sight.
Okay, so that's the blessing you picked when you finished a long rest.
Oh yeah.
That's cool, bro. Aquatic affinity. You just turn into a dolphin.
Okay, so you create this and you become blind and deaf. And then in that location, you have your own senses. Yeah, so I would use, after you guys walk away, you get there, all you're really hearing is chop, 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 chop.
Oh, I thought I'd heard some good old gossip. Okay, so I'm done gossiping. I'll head up with the guys. But I do plan on using that a bit, so it's good we tested that a little bit.
Can you just keep using that?
Yeah, it says as an action. Yeah. And I can move it as a bonus action, but it has to stay within 30 feet of me. I can't just move around like it's a nerfed arcane eye, I guess.
I see. Okay, that's cool.
Right, and I'm assuming that like you use it and you walk away, you're not always keeping it within 30 feet of you, so it just goes away.
Yeah. I would use it for 6 seconds and leave if I didn't hear
Right,
anything.
right.
Well, she's off. She's on another hunt. Look at her go. Red hair flowing amongst the trees.
When we go hunting in the woods, she does this often. She
does the
moves
same
quick.
thing.
Can we
What'd you
do
find?
a check for like bear
Look-
tracks
yeah,
or
look
any
for
sort
tracks.
of hunting,
You
tracking?
can, yes. Everybody go ahead and hold up for just a moment.
I can help.
And are these like mountains here? This big stone area? Like we can't climb on top of that?
It is a rock face. You could certainly try to climb it if you wished. So, Serena, you're looking for tracks. Is there anybody else looking for tracks?
I'll
Yeah,
do
I'm
it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't find any recent bear tracks in this area. You find some deer tracks, and you find some what you assume to be like hare tracks. You can see like in the little runs areas. That's how you're detecting that as being hares. But no bear tracks in this vicinity. None that are fresh.
Nothing around here. Maybe further west. We can't really go further west.
I guess we can. It's just the map is cutting us off.
Blixel runs as fast as he can into the edge of the map.
Fall off the edge of the world.
Oh no.
It's like what's that? Truman's Day or some Truman's.
Yeah, so as you guys are making your way out here, obviously you know you can certainly move further away from the camp, but yeah, you're not seeing any kind of signs of bear here.
I mean, maybe those guys just didn't see him because they weren't out chopping wood yet when he left. Maybe we should go the south way.
Well, he said it was a few hours ago, so I imagine they were up whenever he was up. Right? But I mean, we could try. Adam, I don't know if I've ever hunted a bear, but would I have any knowledge about? I guess it'd be tricky. I mean, we're in the
mean,
same area, so I imagine bears are common where we're from too, right? Because
they
we're
said it
not too
was
Yeah.
far.
yeah. They said it was stealing food, right? So maybe we go to their like food store and see if we can find bear tracks there. See if that
Interesting
leads to the door.
idea.
Sounds like a good plan, yeah. What can I make a check to see what time of day I know bears would normally hunt? Like, are they most active? Are they dawn, twilight, morning time, or is there anything I
Blind
could
check,
do?
please.
This is where DMs have to know all the animal knowledge.
Or just make it up. Well, you are wondering this based on your knowledge of nature. You're not quite sure. Again, different bears would have different periods of activity, so it would depend on the type of bear. But if it's the most common bear in this area, which would be like a brown bear, they are generally mostly active early in the day and late at night.
He's probably sleeping off whatever he ate this morning.
Maybe Kalen.
Wait, we gotta make sure we got everybody.
I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I am lagging super hard.
Hey, Serena, you see anything up there?
Do I see anything up here?
Nothing other than what you see on screen.
Yeah, I'm
What
not
are these,
experiencing any lag.
These, maybe I should try zooming in, but these browner areas?
That is leaf growth there that's collected underneath the trees.
Okay.
Lost sight of me, brother. Must have left them behind the trees. Vin, where'd you go?
He can't hear you.
They must have head back. Hey, Serena, I think they went back.
Okay.
Insert toggle lock now.
Yeah, exactly.
And 3 of us are fine.
Oh, I found them. Just over here.
Wonder where they keep the food. Storehouse or something, maybe?
tracks? Nothing.
I have to refresh again, boys. Saline follows the group while I try to fix this.
Could just ask them where the bear's normally seen instead of asking where the other guy went if they didn't see him.
Well, then ask him, Tavern.
Hey guys, where's the bear normally hang out at? I mean, where do you guys keep the food at?
You notice this logger looks at you again, very perplexed. Like, bear hang out? Oh, you talking about that event with the bear that took some of the supplies?
Yep. We've been asked to go take a look see if we can chase off that bear for you guys.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, that makes more sense than what you first said. Well, yeah, so when that happened, we were doing a little bit of fishing, and we had pulled some fish out, and then we had gathered some supplies and set it down right by the river there, closest to the platform. And it seemed like that's where he took a lot of that stuff. We didn't get it all in through the palisade wall by the end of the day, so we were like, we'll just get it in the morning, no big deal, and then most of it was gone.
Sounds good. Thanks for your time.
Sure thing. Chop, chop, chop.
Serena, have you ever hunted a bear?
I don't think we have we?
Well, I mean, not all of your hunts have been with me, have they?
No.
Is that true?
But I would have told you if I tracked one.
Good point. I
Hey,
heard.
Are there mushrooms around where I'm standing? Just taking a look around.
Yeah, while we're in the
No.
neighborhood, can we look for that?
You don't see any mushrooms here, no.
Alright. It's about the area he was saying, right? Near the platform?
All right, pause for a moment here, guys.
We failed to follow up which platform.
Well, there's only two. There's this one, and then there's this one. Right.
Havard and Serena, as you're making your way in this location, you do notice the signs of tracks that are much larger than deer tracks. It looks like they kind of move along the river here and then make their way to the west.
Oh, we got a lead.
I point him out to the group.
Why? There
Nice
we are.
start.
Best hunting group I've ever had. All of us together.
It took us 2 tries.
Incredible. Alright, lead the way. We'll follow.
Adam, I'm gonna follow the tracks.
They lead straight to the west.
Boy. To the west we go.
You mean to that little hole that I just found?
Oh my goodness, as you turn the corner, you see what looks to be a cavern entrance, this big hole in the side of the rock wall, and that's exactly where the tracks lead.
Wow.
Aye. I'll be damned, Tavern.
Got a den.
Well, and then he pulls his short bow off and notches an arrow. Here we are.
Oh, where's the den, Adam? Do I not see it, or? Oh, okay.
It is
right.
pretty camouflaged into the rock wall there.
It's over there, brother.
Yeah,
if you
know,
came
that
out
tracker-
hunting more.
That tracker's been looking for hours, couldn't find it. 20 feet from
Well,
the...
I don't know if that's a blip in the map or what. Okay, yeah, there it is.
If you stopped reading so much and you would join me on our hunts, you would know that is a cavern. Also known as cave.
Can we do like a check for any sort of clues about
can-
activity
Kaylin.
around the front of it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
any
looking
signs
for
of, like, a
blood.
struggle or something.
Yeah, is his pack left behind a tree or anything?
You
Or a
can.
leg.
All right, so you're basically just looking around for anything that sticks out to you, any kind of signs of any interest here.
Yeah, we don't see Kalen, so odds are he's in there somewhere. But did he get taken in there against his will by this bear, or did he go in there on his own, kind of thing? I guess is what I'm trying to discern.
So, Baron and Serena, you don't see anything that gives you any kind of clues, but you do get a hint of an off odor coming out of the cave. It smells sort of like stale and pungent at the same time.
So I'll hold up my hand and say, "Hold on. Hey, Blixie, grab a hold of my shoulders. I'm going to take a look." So I'll use my dragon eye. It says I can put it in a logical location. So I'm going to put it down into that cave and see if I see anything in there.
Yes, you see a cave opening, and it looks like there's rock walls of this cave, and it looks like it goes decently far away from your sensor.
Okay. Good. Then Blixie, move a little closer to the entrance, please. So can you guide me just so that it senses no danger at the entrance? Or I'm going to get a step closer.
Well,
And
remember,
then,
he can't hear you, or you can't hear him, so you would have no way of knowing. You're blind and deaf to your own senses.
right, but he can.
I'll
But I
like
can.
push him forward. I'll tell you
Yeah, I
that.
can sense that he's pushing me.
But before we go further into the cave mouth, or it's dark in there, right? Looks
It
dark.
is, yes.
I will cast dancing lights.
Okay, like just right in the opening of the cave there?
Yeah, I'll have 4 of them appear in the opening.
Okay, yeah, so the lights light up this little area with some dim light from dancing lights. And yeah, very similar to what Baron has seen. You just see an open cave mouth that like turns pretty quickly and leads deeper inside.
So as I step closer, can I move my eye like 20 more feet in or 10 more feet in?
So you're basically just trying to be like 30 feet behind this, and you're stepping in blindly as you're pushing your sensor further in?
Well, with Blix holding
Yeah, I feel like
my
Blix
arm.
was like guiding him, like
I told him to
a
hold
hold on
me.
his shoulders. Yeah.
Yeah, I told him to hold on to me.
I want to be behind him, kind of like Navy SEAL style, with my bow drawn. You know, like stalking maybe 10 feet behind him. I guess we're going into the cave now, is what I'm
No,
hearing.
no one's
I
saying.
put my shield on.
All I'm doing, all I'm doing is getting to the entrance. To be clear, and I asked Blix to hold on to me,
Oh,
and
you're
I'm just
just okay.
sending my arcane eye, my dragon eye in there, so I can see and hear within 30 feet of a logical location. But I'm out of my senses, so Blixie needs to hold on to me. That's all I'm doing. I'm not making entry at all.
Okay, yeah, so you see a cave is about as best I can tell
Okay,
you from where you're
I was
at.
just wondering if you were moving it on a different map and you were moving what I could see. If I stepped
No.
10 feet closer, was I happened to see something with my eye?
No, so based
Right.
much like with Arcane Eye, generally how I do these is I'm just going to narratively tell you what you see, because trying to give you sight and then let you manipulate it ends up just taking
No,
too
no,
much time.
no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, yeah. All right, I'll say, well, the entrance seems clear, and I'll just dismiss it and get my senses back.
Okay.
Thanks, Blixie.
Yeah, no worries. I'm here to help.
I know.
All right. Well, no signs of Kalen anywhere, so he must be in there. Are you ready, everyone? I say we walk in
Yep.
twos. Two,
We'll
two, and two.
we'll be off.
Do we want to just maybe put something out here and have the bear come out to us instead of us going into the bear's home?
I mean, we
Well,
don't
that
even know if the bear's in there. We don't know anything.
that smell is worrisome. That pungent odor, yet stale. Do you not smell it? The closer you get to the
Yeah,
cave
but I
entrance?
also never played that pull my finger thing either. I mean, that wasn't, just because it's pungent doesn't mean I want to smell it. Doesn't mean we need to go in.
I get it, Tavern. That's a good one. Pull my finger.
Your call, everyone, but if he's inside, dead or hurt, we do have a responsibility to get him out.
Looks
I
like
say we just walk in. We can take a bear.
Looks like Serena's ready to go. I'm not second, I can tell you that.
And you guys
I'm
are gonna have
gonna-
the dwarf go in last then. Okay.
No one said that.
And
No one
get
said
out
that.
of, if we're gonna do it, let's do it right. Dwarf goes first.
Yeah, all right. That's the spirit.
All right,
3
well,
groups of 2. 2, 2, and 2, everyone. Let's go.
I will let you guys decide the marching order that you're entering, but we will figure that out when we come back from our break. So let's go ahead and take our 15-minute break, folks, and we'll see you back on the other side.
See you
Yes,
soon.
yep.
All right, let's kill a bear.
Alrighty, welcome back to the session. The team has just entered this bear cave. Now, as far as your exact order, I'm going to put you guys in here, and then feel free to adjust yourself based on your marching order.
Well, if it's dark,
Well, I'll have the dancing lights follow me. Come with me.
gotcha. Okay, cool.
Well, I have dark vision, so I can't see anything though. Beware of
Can you do the like light torch thing? I don't know how it works for dancing lights, Adam.
Yeah, I've never had dancing lights before. Hang on one sec.
Should I just do the light spell and just have it in general just around me? Because I guess I was. Well, I have dark vision, so I would try to help the humans.
So I just threw dancing lights on you, so that should provide light for anybody that can't see.
Oh,
But remember,
I'm just gonna.
dancing lights is not a lot of light.
Yeah.
So Adam, I have dark vision. I don't know if you can give me that.
I can, yeah. So that also comes from your ability, right? So by default, you don't have dark vision, so you have to declare, hey, I'm using this ability, and then we would turn your dark vision on. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that on for you.
Yeah, it's a warlock thing. Yeah.
I've got that new Unearth Arcana where rogues get dark vision.
Definitely not.
Not familiar with that one.
You
I
guys
just read
can't
it
see in
today.
here? I can see pretty good.
What? How can you see in the dark?
I can see here too.
Maybe I eat more carrots than you've been.
Well, let me test you. Can you see the stairs to the north? Looks like
Oh, yeah.
stairs.
Clear as day.
Yeah.
Well, if the day was gray.
Well, perhaps you'll lead then, and I'll be behind. Here was Blixel.
Oh, this is a spacious cave.
Follow your nose. Do you smell a dead body?
That's a good idea, brother. Always smell the nose. No, follow the nose.
Is the scent coming from anywhere in particular?
It's hard to pinpoint exactly where it's come from, but let's give everybody a check here.
Sorry, I moved.
You sure did. Hey, hold on, what's that, guys? Let's see. Sailing and Serena, I would say you can more precisely pinpoint that it seems to be emanating from these green patches of moss close by.
I think it's just the stinky moss here.
Don't touch it. What are you going?
I'm investigating.
I love Brian's level 1 trepidation. No, it's moss. It smells funny. Don't touch it.
I mean, if a bear is living in here, its nose is a lot more sensitive than ours. So, if it were really poisonous or dangerous, most animals are smart enough to avoid.
Well, that's a fair point. Any more bear tracks you see?
Yeah,
Where does it lead?
speaking of which.
So I wouldn't test it myself.
You don't see any bear tracks in the rock ground.
What about bear droppings or like
No,
bones or remnants?
Skitty scat.
Nothing immediately obvious, no.
Is this like a pond up here?
This looks to be a small, I wouldn't call it necessarily a pond, but yeah, it is a small body of water inside of the cave, yeah. Sure, there's a better term for it, but just not coming to mind at the moment. And Serena, I don't know if you can see this or not, but you notice that there is light emanating from the west.
Wow.
Now,
It's like
hold
really
on.
bright over there.
Don't get too far ahead. I can take a look. I could take a look around the corners. Be careful.
I'll go check it out. Maybe it's that guy's torch.
He come with me. You need to keep me steady. What's this here, Adam?
This is a small body of water inside of the cave.
Well, don't touch it.
Someone needs to get you a bright orange vest.
Yeah, right. And a helmet. And a freaking helmet.
I'm the level 1 security officer. Okay, look. If it's wet and it's not yours, don't touch it.
You guys remember Dan when he was level 1 playing D&D for the first time? He walked into a cave, stuck his hand in a hole, and it was black ooze or whatever.
Black ooze. Yeah.
Yeah, and he just dropped dead. It's really funny.
Those are the best level 1 adventures right there.
Oh, Dan's fun. I miss him. Say hi for me.
There's that first time D&D joy of like, oh, reach into a hole. Yeah.
All right, now hold on right here. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So Adam, I'm gonna hold on to me, Serena. Keep me steady. Don't throw me in the pool. And you see my eye. I close my eyes, and I'm just gonna look here at him around the corner with my dragon eye.
Okay, so as you become blind and deaf, as your sensor suddenly pops up, you're unaware of what is occurring. But Vin, you spot some movement next to this moss that is you just stepped right next to. And as you do that, I'm going to go ahead and put us into initiative.
God damn it. I didn't know that was where the moss was, but I see it now. Makes sense.
Just a heads up, Adam. I am my character's on top of Celine's character on the map. So.
All right, that sounds like you guys are squeezing. That's a big disadvantage.
Well, he was trying to move.
Awkward.
Okay, so yes, well, that'll work out well because Blixel, you are the quickest to react. So let's go ahead and let's see, unlock the tokens, put on some more up-tempo music, and yeah, take it away, Blixel. What would you like to do?
Whoa, the moss.
What's going on with the moss?
It's moving.
Oh no! I'll kill it.
As you look towards the moss, after Vin points this out, you notice, yeah, there is something like hard right here. It almost looks like a half of a pot lid or something.
What?
Half of a pot lid.
Confused.
That track might have been a little bit too loud.
I think that's what confused me was the German techno battle.
Yeah.
It sounded appropriate. It's called cephalopod, so it'll make sense in a moment.
I love it.
Yeah, so think of this as, the lid of a pot, right? And so it's like concave surface, and you're seeing this like moss, and you notice this basically solid rocky-like surface that's slightly moving. Obviously, you're acting before it does, so you can decide what you do here, Blixel.
Blixel will probably back. You know what? I'll disengage and be like, "What's going on? There's moss coming at us. I don't understand." And I'll move up towards here. I'll go, "Everyone, get away from it!" And I guess that's the end of my turn because I don't really. In character, Blixel does not understand like what these things are. So
fair enough. Okay, Serena, you're the next quickest to react. So as you see Baron's eyes kind of go white as he conjures this sensor, and he is now, I imagine, leaning against you for support. Is that what you said, Baron?
Well, I asked her to hold me and not throw me in the water, so whatever she decides.
Okay, Serena, what do you do?
I'm just keeping him steady and waiting for him to report back, and Just kind of keeping an eye over my shoulder of what's going on with the whole thing that they're freaking out about behind me.
Okay, I'm going to call that help action on Bairn because he is blind and deaf at the moment. Anything else on your turn, Serena?
Nope, that'll do.
Vin, before your turn, that hard pot-like surface, you see that it was very flat to the ground, but suddenly it springs up. And as it does so, you notice a strange multi-hued crab-like creature.
Gross. Ew. Ow. We're gonna eat it.
Swamp crab.
As it pops up and is looking in your direction, you're going to see as it kind of scurries here in the moss, and you see all this like green flecks and spores flying off of it, which you kind of subconsciously think, I hope I don't inhale that, as it turns and suddenly sprays these spores in a 15-foot cone. I believe we have a... I don't remember if they did that. Yeah, I guess they're still working.
Burning hands? Yeah, burning
no,
hands.
I know they... Oh, wait, here, let me think I found it. Hang on. They built this in where you can actually do it as a mapping deal now.
Oh, cool, dude.
So, yeah, 15-foot cone. All right, Blixel, I'm going to give you advantage on this because it's going past that, like, rock structure. So I think that's going to absorb it. So I'm going to say you get advantage on this. The other two, you're going to make your checks as normal. I will need Constitution saving throws from the three of you.
I'm going to go ahead and play my trap card.
Ooh.
So it's not that impressive.
But it's still cool to say. It's like a Pokemon trading card like move. Trap card.
How do I...
So you click on your
right?
card, and then you drag it, and you throw it on the screen where it says play cards here. Boom. All right. And then I'm just going to resize it for a little bit there. Okay. So immediately before you or an ally make a saving throw. Okay. So that is going to take effect on you. However, this is not going to cancel what you've just done, but I'm going to now play the red card that Serena drew.
Ooh.
Boo, Libby.
Sorry, guys.
Love you, Ben.
I think I got to steal it first, so I will steal that card. Is it prompting you to let me steal it, Serena?
Yeah.
There we go.
She's holding
That's
on.
weird.
She won't let you have it.
All right, this one is called the Yips, and each group member suffers disadvantage on their next saving throw within 1 minute. So this will be Vin, and that'll cancel out your advantage, Blixel. Blixel, you'll be making this normally. Vin, you'll be making it disadvantage. Celine, you'll be making it at advantage because this doesn't cancel out your card, but it still affects you. So the next save within the next minute would be at disadvantage.
Understood.
All right.
Good.
All right. I am going to... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Blix.
Sorry, just hero points we can do now after we see the roll. Is that true?
Yeah.
Correct. Yep. But remember, they do spend your reaction still.
Yep. Adam, I'm going to burn my inspiration to cancel out that disadvantage.
Okay.
And then I am going to think about using my hero point as well, just so you're aware.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick. Actually, you know what? I'll use a hero point just to be on the safe side.
All right. So you burn your reaction and go ahead and spend a hero point. Okay, so that will make it a 15. Okay, so at advantage, so we got Celine with 20, 15, 18. The three of you succeed. You will suffer half damage, so we're just going to go in order here. So Vin first. So that'll be 3 points of poison damage. Then Celine, 1 point of poison damage. Then Blixel, 3 points of poison damage. All right, now the saving throw boon card has been spent, and that is gone. The Yips is still in effect for the next minute. Alrighty, Vin, your turn.
Okay, I can't see that well because Blixel is around the corner with his dancing lights, so I'm going to just disengage Adam, and I'm going to follow the light into this corner area here. I don't want to go too far before. I don't want to come across any moss. So I'm actually gonna go here. Sorry.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. Action disengage. Move to there. I'm gonna go ahead and put my or stow my short sword away, Adam. I mean my short bow, and I'll be ready to draw my short sword next round.
Okay. Anything else on your turn? All right, before Celine's turn. So, quick clarification there, Blixel. So, the card says within the next minute. So, those of you that already took disadvantage, it won't affect you again. But anybody that it hasn't affected yet will be affected within the next minute.
Gotcha. I didn't understand that it affected everybody. Just but that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so before Celine's turn, through that moss, we see another one of these creatures springs up. As it does, it is going to move and scurry up to Celine. And Celine, you're going to notice as it reaches out these two claws and tries to chomp them on you. I'll need 2 defensive rolls, please.
Nice. Not bad with your little tiny wood shield.
Okay, yes, you managed to evade both of these attacks and are not struck. Celine, your turn.
Getting the fuck out of here, boys. I got no attacks. Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and call for help from the melee guys who are over there.
Who are over there?
Can I move to the left, or is that like a rock in the way?
That, yeah, you would, if you want to do that, that'd be like climbing on the side of a rocky surface. Precarious situation for sure.
Not a good idea. So I will take the movement penalty if I gotta move through people. I don't know if that.
They're not
They're
engaged,
not
so
currently
no.
engaged. Yeah. So I don't want to be near these things. So disengage and run. So 5, 10. Can I see before I step in the water? Actually, can I see how deep it is? Like,
It
if I
looks
go in there, am I gonna
reasonably
sink?
shallow. Like you're thinking it's going to be difficult terrain, but no chance of like drowning or anything like that.
I will go 10. 15, 20. Is that more moss over there?
It is, yeah. You can see that this is like a shelf. You notice that this is higher. Whoop, didn't want to do that. This is higher elevation beyond this. So think of this as like the upper edge of like a rock face, and you can see moss grows all over it and down below to the ground level there as well.
Okay. No immediate sign of movements over there though.
No.
Okay. I also see the light. Can I tell if it's like torchlight or natural light or?
On a glance, you do notice it kind of flickering a bit, so you think it is torchlight.
Okay. I have 10 more feet of movement, which does not prevent another cone attack from doing much. So I'm gonna chill here and hope that this is safe enough. Do I have any bonus actions? No, I'm level 1. Okay. I click the end turn button. I don't know if I'm just lagging again. End my turn.
Yeah, okay, interesting. Did the turn counter vanish for everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you just ended the encounter that we won.
We're safe.
I did not, but let's
It's
see.
stuck to the wall. Can't reach us no more.
All right, so let's see. That was Celine, so she had a 10. Next up would be Tavard.
All right, so I'm going to pull out one of my handmade darts that I got. A little bit of metal on them, but made out of some bamboo type body parts there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a dart at this guy.
Okay. Your dart does indeed connect with the creature.
And then I'm going to say, no reason for us to stick around. Let's get out of here. And I end my turn.
All right. Next up after Tavard, I'm going to have to restart the initiative, but just to get through this first round is Baron.
All right, so I guess technically I casted my vision before combat started, or did you want to put that? Or
Yeah, so your sensor is essentially here. You are blind and deaf, so you can see a rock wall here. You can see a torch on the ground to your south. And let's see, 60 feet. So, that's not right. So, yes, you can still see these creatures from where your sensor is at the edge of your vision. Yeah. Not really well, though, because, again, this is blocking your line of sight.
But I can see my friends react, at least.
Yeah, yep, you can.
Okay, so then I'm going to drop it. I don't know, that might be a free action. Just cancel.
I think it says it's an action to drop it, right?
It's an action to cast it? I didn't think it was an action to
You can use an action to end the sensor early.
Okay, then I will end it. There's my action. There's nothing around the corner except a torch on the ground. And then I'll turn around and look, and I have no bonus actions that I know of. So that's fun. So then there's nothing I can do except get farther away. Didn't Tavard said let's get out of here, and he's running this way?
Well, I didn't know what was over there.
He's running for the light. There's a helper buddy over there.
Hey, I'm gonna get this restarted. I'm just gonna put everybody in the same order that they were. So yeah, continue with your turn, Baron, as I adjust the order here.
Then I will hide by the dwarf. Maybe he's coming here, Adam. That spot work?
Yep, you can be there.
Regardless, it's better than bunching up over by the, so.
And I hit my button.
Yeah, I got a feeling the scripts crashed there or something, because I usually don't see that. That's kind of weird.
I've never experienced this in your game, so yeah, something happened.
All right, just resetting everybody's initiative. Okay, I think that's everybody. Let me resort that. All right, so we had Blixel at 23.2, then Serena 21.6. Okay, I think that's good. If anybody notices anything that's wrong, holler. But okay, so that was Baron's turn. He's at the end of the initiative, so we move to the top with Blixel.
Okay, Blixel will draw his short sword and say, "Behind me, my count! I have it!" And he'll rush up here and he'll swing his short sword at the creature.
All right, you stab forth with your short sword towards this crab-like creature. Yeah, that'll connect.
Okay, I'm going to use my card. And my card is Critical Boon.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Right, we'll go ahead and throw that on top of the yips for just a moment. Okay, Critical Boon. When you or an ally hits a creature with an attack, it becomes a critical hit. So yes, go ahead and roll a piercing crit.
Freaking episode 2 MVP.
Nice.
And there's no fake crit on the table anymore.
Yeah. That is a true crit right there, yeah. So go ahead and post your damage, and then you'll have to roll an extra D6, and we'll add that to it. Total of 10 points of piercing damage. All right, you stab into the creature here between its shell kind of plate here and wound it, but you notice after giving it this strong blow that it seems pretty sturdy.
Holy, I go, "Avani, save me!" And I go, I look back at Vin, I go, "Run, they're far too strong."
You didn't notice when I threw the dart and it barely did anything.
I couldn't see that one.
Yeah.
He
We
was hidden
barely
by the
can
pillar.
see over here.
Maybe their tough shells give them
Yeah,
resistance
yeah.
to piercing. Maybe it's not as bad as we think.
All right. Also, there, Blixel, please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
2 attacks, they're pretty tough, and a con save on some.
So you notice as you stab at this and you hit it in the shell, as it like kind of shivers from the blow that you just struck to it, these spores on its body lift into the air once again, like shaked into the air. You kind of cough and just, you like push the air away from your mouth, and you don't feel any worse.
And I don't really have a bonus action, so yeah, that's it for me. I guess I can move. I'm gonna move. Well, I can't move one over because the rock is like blocking it, right?
Right. If you move to the west, I would say he's going to take an opportunity attack because you're basically having to like hug this rock pillar to be able to stand in that space.
All right, that's the end of my turn then. And I go, Never has the right idea.
All right, Serena.
What did you say? You broke up for me. No.
I said Tavern has the right idea. Get out of here. Or do bludgeoning damage. I don't know. I think smashing a crab might help, but
Yeah, like you eat crab with a hammer, right? Yeah. These are not your mud crabs of Skyrim.
Oh, they've killed me before. Don't.
Well, I don't want to get close if we're running.
I think we can take them.
I feel like I think Blixel needs help. He's gonna be alone if we all run.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dying alone sucks, but well, you know, gotta be somebody, right?
yeah.
Oh,
They're
really?
I
mean,
mean, save him, save him.
So
The MVP of this game.
So Serena, count that as difficult terrain because you just hugged around that rock face there. So I think I've got you at, let's see, 10, 15, 25, 30 feet where you're at now.
Perfect, because I think I can reach from here with my glaive, right?
Nice. Yes, you can. And which one are you attacking? I'm sorry, was that the one right next to Blixel?
No, the one behind
Just
it.
to your east. Okay, yep.
Is there a way to use the glaive as, like, to bludgeon with, like, the other end of it as opposed to slashing with the sharp end?
You could try. You know that the glaive's not designed for that, so essentially it'd be like an improvised weapon at that point.
I think. Did you say you had Polearm Master, or did you decide against that?
Because you could use the other end of it, but I think that one.
Yeah, you get a bonus action attack, which I think is bludgeoning with the other end.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't an improvised weapon a D4 anyways?
Yes.
Yeah, but you could also see if slashing works, you know, since we've been using piercing.
Yeah. All right, let's give it a go.
All right, you slash down on that creature, and yes, that will connect. Go ahead and post damage. Yeah, you slash into it, wounding it.
Fun. So for this pole arm, should I just roll?
If you're doing the bonus action backside, we'll want to build that in for you if we hadn't already. Yeah, just roll a d20 for now.
Not seeing it.
All right, I just put that on your sheet as Pam. 16 will hit as well. Go ahead and roll a d4.
Pam.
All right, you smash down with the bludgeoning damage of the other side of the glaive, only to discover that the creature is resistant to bludgeoning damage. So you wound it, but not very much.
Did slashing
Okay.
seem to do pretty good against it?
It
Yeah.
was fully effective, yeah.
I say I'll keep slashing. You guys keep running.
Slash and dash.
That's Michael Myers' motto.
All right, this one's turn. It is the one behind. It just got hit by Serena here. So it is going to step up and try to attack her. So I will need 2 defense rolls, Serena. You evade the first attack. And the second one as well, as the
Nice.
claws are not able to clamp onto you and move to Vin.
Well, Vin decides that he's going to use his what is it? To interact with object to pull his short bow back out after seeing Blixel hit it and it like puffed at him. He's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna stab it now," and he's gonna step to, I'd say, here. I know it's gonna be a disadvantage to take my shot, but I'm gonna try to like wait while Blixel's dancing around smacking it to see if I can get a good shot at it and take a shot with my short bow.
It won't be disadvantaged, but it will get cover as you're shooting through it.
Okay, cool. I will wait to see if I should add my hero point after I shoot. Here we go. I keep
Okay, that'll certainly connect.
sneak attack.
Yes, sir.
Okay, arrow punctures into the creature, wounding it again. You can hear this sort of chittering sound as it shakes from the wound there, its little limbs kind of quivering.
I like where I'm at, so I'm gonna end my turn here.
All right, you end your turn there. This one, which hasn't
What?
used its breath weapon yet, its spore ability, is going to do that now, which is a 15-foot cone, as you guys will likely remember. And that is going to spring north towards Blixel and towards Vin. I'll need Constitution saving throws from both of you. Both of you guys were already affected by the yips, so you're not affected this time.
Do I get any cover or any advantage from the stalagmite, or is it this one here?
It's that one there.
I see. Okay, cool.
Blixel, you will succeed on this.
Oof.
Vin, you will fail. Okay,
Going down, boys.
Blixel,
Nah,
you
you're
will
fine.
take 4 points of poison damage since you succeeded. And then Vin, you will take 6 points of poison damage. In addition, Vin, you notice as the spores settle upon you, they kind of settle on your skin, and you can feel this very strange feeling as though there's millions of bugs squirming all over you.
I don't feel that at all because I am unconscious.
You subconsciously have dreams about worms and stuff. Saline.
Well, we know what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna go ahead and healing word. Excuse me. The fallen heir, because we cannot lose him to fucking crabs. How pathetic would that be?
Yeah,
The slow and insidious killer.
that's
not
what the
this kind of
spare's
crab.
for.
Slow
Well,
and
I thought
insidious.
I thought that one shot its thing, not this one. I was gonna hide behind that, but I knew, hindsight 2020.
Listen,
Vin,
we have the spare.
Listen,
yeah, Vin died of crabs. Go figure.
didn't know it was something you could die from. I thought it was just kind of inconvenient.
I feel like it's kind of in character from what we've established with Vin so far, though, right?
Yep.
Damn you, guy.
Okay, my sheet is lagging again, but I'm getting there.
Okay, 5 points of healing restored to Vin. So, Vin, you are conscious once again. You will take that 1 point of weariness.
Alright,
Do
and
I
then-
add it?
Nope, I take care of that for you.
And then
Nice
that is
little
a
macro already ready to go, and it has been assigned. Yeah, go ahead, Saline.
That is a bonus action, so I still get my action, so I will attempt to Sacred Flame the one next to Serena, because that's the one I can see.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and throw that and a spell effect roll.
I'm sorry. Spell effect. I don't have my token selected. Stand by. Spell effect.
Yes,
Roll.
your radiant energy crashes down upon the creature, wounding it.
And then I'm gonna back. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna back up a bit. 5, 10, and hug the wall back here.
Okay.
I still want to be able to see most of my team.
Okay, as we move to Tavern and Baron's turns, the two of you, as you're standing here through the commotion, you hear this sudden echoing sound of a bear huffing. Tavern, your turn.
Uh-oh.
There's only a light down there.
No, I was waiting for Brian to say something. Alright, I'm going to come over here. And I think that's 20 feet. Alright, that is 20 feet. I can't get over there and do anything else anyway, but I'm going to go ahead and shoot a dart at the one that's the most wounded, right in front of Celine.
Okay, yeah, make your attack roll.
Serena. I know it doesn't do as much damage, but it's something.
As long as it hits. Yes, that will hit. Go ahead and post damage. Yes, wounding the creature, it is near death.
Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and just come over here a little bit, and then I'll end my turn.
Okay, Baron.
All right, I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna say, "Keep your wits about you. There's a bear coming from this side," and I'll point to there so everyone can see me, or I'm pointing in this direction. And then I am going to free up Serena, hopefully with my Dragon Blast at the one next to Serena,
Okay.
which is my Eldritch Blast, and I'm going to. That's not gonna hit. I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay, go ahead and spend a hero point. With a 17, that will indeed hit. Go ahead and post damage. Yes, that one is blasted to smithereens.
Good shit.
So
Damn.
when you say smithereens, do you mean there's no claws left either? I mean, just
Nothing for the pot, eh?
just thinking.
Only smithereens are left.
Ugh.
It's the worst part of any crab.
I don't think we want to eat these ones.
I'll say
They look a little thick.
there's a bear.
Hey, I'm a
coming over.
dwarf. Poison doesn't work on me as much, you know?
There's a bear coming this way. And
Okay, top of the next round, Blixel.
Okay. Blixel, object interaction, will pull out his other short sword. I should have had both of these out at the beginning. But as his bonus action, instead of ineffectively attacking this thing, he is going to use his bloodline ability to cast Cure Wounds on himself, seeing that Vin is now back conscious.
Okay, so I think you'll probably want to do that before you draw your other blade, because I think you need a hand free for that, right?
Oh, okay.
Yep, so
Makes
you'll
sense.
do your cure, and then you can interact with the object to draw your sword after. But yeah, go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so you channel the restorative power of your bloodline and restore 10 HP to yourself.
Nice, dude.
All right, back up to full. A crab's not going to take old Blixel down. That's the end of his turn.
Okay, Serena.
so, Adam, could she have reached from there?
She
Yeah.
could have, yes.
Okay.
Serena, you step forward, slash down with your glaive on the crab, and that'll hit. Yeah, go ahead and post damage. You wound the crab significantly, but much like your companions were worried about, now that you're within 5 feet of the creature, that burst of spores responds towards you, and I will need a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna send you a feature.
Okay, yes, you will indeed have advantage on this. Okay, you will fail this save, Serena, and find yourself poisoned. Okay, that was your action. Still have a bonus action left. Anything else, Serena? You bring the blunt end of this down on the creature, and that'll connect as well. Go ahead and post damage. Yes, once again, noticing that the creature is resistant to this, will suffer some damage, and another con save as more spores are shed off of the creature.
Double poison.
It actually has a special effect if you fail by 5 or more, but luckily you do not, Serena, so no additional worries there.
Whoops.
Okay, we move to Vin's turn.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna stick to the old rogue special here, and I'm gonna aim up my shot in between Blixel, or around Blixel like I did before, and see if I can take this motherfucker down.
Would you like to stand up from prone first, or are you trying to do the
Wait.
shoot from the ground?
Yeah.
Might have a
I'll
better
stand
angle
up
from the
first.
ground.
I'll
All
stand
right.
up first.
You pull yourself up off the ground and fire a shot off, which you shoot your short sword from your bow. Is that what you're doing?
Oops, my bad. Sorry, they're both. I'm gonna
that
separate
that
them on my
connects.
sheet.
It's fine. It's
We're
I'm sure
all
it's the
level
same
1
attack
too,
roll.
not just our characters.
It is. It is the same damage roll actually. So
If you have a
here we
short
go.
bow, yeah, just go ahead and throw it. All right, yes, that will be enough to kill the crab as the arrow punctures into the creature, and it is slain. All right, folks, you have succeeded in this battle, and there's no other obvious threats immediately, so I will go ahead and get us out of combat.
Nope, they heard the bear from the west, so I am moving back to this side.
You are
Nope,
free to
nope.
move.
Nope.
That's coming from this way.
Watch out for those other patches of moss, too. There might be more of those little crabs.
They were gross. What was that? They shot at me. Ugh. I feel like I need a shower. That waterfall. Hey.
Well,
We could-
we know that the bear doesn't light his torch on his own. That's where he is.
Yeah. Well, shit. Are we gonna leave him?
I know. Did the pathway continue down that way, or was it a dead end?
I saw a flickering
There's a-
torch, and then I heard the bear coming down here to this direction, and I'll point with my finger like, I think it's coming up this way. I just saw a torch.
Well, maybe we could do that plan you said before, where we lure it out, put some meat outside of the cave mouth, and hide by the entrance. And when it goes out, we can sneak back in and see if we can find the guy.
Oh, we just hit
Yeah.
it with our ranged weapons.
So
Well-
with the immediacy of this battle over, and you guys start planning your next moves, Celine, you realize these creatures you just fought are what are known as sporous crabs. Much like you saw in battle, they can shoot spores out in a cone shape, and particularly of concern, you know that sometimes when they do this, aka somebody fails a saving throw, after an hour, small bubbles and bumps will appear across the skin of an infected creature. At the end of each long rest, there's a chance that they fight the infection off, but if they don't, eventually, after about a week, young sporous crabs will break free from those boils and pustules on the person's body, badly hurting them as they try to escape the flesh.
Gross. Number one. Do I know if it's No, never mind. It's too gamey to ask if it's counts as a disease or a poison or something.
You're not quite sure of that, but what I will say, because you rolled so well, you know that this can be moved with a lesser restoration spell.
Okay, well, we're a bit far off from that. A bit too many, long rests away from that. So I will inform Vin that
I'm going to die.
no, you're not going to die, but we do need to get you treatments probably sooner rather than later.
Well, Serena
Do I
doesn't
know?
look good.
Said
She
I'm
looks
weak.
sick.
Is
He
it
said
all
I'm weak.
Adam? Is it all the spores or just the ones that they like manually shoot out? Because Serena also got hit by.
Just the ones that come out of that spray.
Okay, so I think Vin is the only one who's probably affected by this.
Correct.
So you might still die from crabs.
The effect that was hit upon Serena made her poison until the end of her next turn, so she's no longer poisoned. But you would know, again, based on your good check there, that had she failed that check by 5 or more, she would have contracted sewer plague disease.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay, we don't want to mess with these crabs as much as possible, so maybe stay away from that other one over there. So right now we need an immediate plan. Are we trying to save the
Go up
guy?
the stairs.
Serena
There's
votes for
stairs.
going up the stairs.
No, but do you
There's
see?
there's
do you
moss
see
there.
Do you see the moss? Yes.
There's crabs.
Yeah, we'll have to jump.
I mean, I think either we fight the bear now or we try to trick it.
I say we lure it in. We have we hold our action to throw ranged weapons at it, and start backtracking if we need to. But I could probably hit it pretty hard.
Tavard, what do you think? You love nature. I don't want to upset you by killing this thing, but
Wait, are we all going to overlook the fact that I'm going to have bloody crabs coming out of me in a week?
That's
in a
a
week.
week from now. Let's worry about today.
That's several sessions from now. That's a problem for several sessions from now.
What the fuck?
That's like February, dude.
we don't have a solution for that. We got to figure that out later. We got a bear coming out of here.
Thing.
I'm not gonna let you die, Vin. But our concern is what's his name, Kalen. If that's his torch over there, and he's with the bear, he could be playing dead, or he could already be dead. If we leave now, chances are good he's not making it out.
Let's do this.
Let's go save him.
Well, I say we lure him out. Don't go in there. Make a bunch of noise. Make him come, and then we shoot him.
All right. We'll run up and try to outrun him.
A bear?
Well, wait. Wait a second.
Man is faster than bear. I've heard of that.
Adam, I'm going to light a torch.
Wait a second.
Short
Tavern
bow in
wants-
one
Tavern
hand,
wants to-
Wait,
torch
hold
in
up.
another.
Tavern said, "Wait a second."
I am going to use my special monk ability that nobody knows about but me. And I'm going to use my purple card.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Adam, how do I put
What's
it over there?
purple?
That-
Environmental.
Yeah, so you're going to click that little deck icon right above yourself, and then you'll see the purple card. You're going to click on it, not where, like at the edge of the card. Click, drag over to the play area, and just let go. There you go. Yep, and we'll go ahead and drag it down to this area, nice in the box. So you're using your reinvigorated card. So you and your group can immediately reduce your weariness by 1 point. So Vin, your weariness will go away.
Nice.
By the way, point of order, I also have no healing left.
Me either.
Well,
Looks like they're
option
going.
B.
Tavard, go.
Option B, we fucking run.
So now that I can see it, there's nothing around the torch, it's just the torch?
The torch is set at the top of the stairs here. It gives you the impression as though somebody set the torch there to ward off anything that might be trying to come up the stairs after them.
Crabs.
That means
Crabs
he's
don't
alive.
like torches.
That means he's alive.
Well, fuck, I wish we knew that 4 minutes ago.
Don't worry. When the crabs burst out of your face, we'll burn them with torches. Just kidding, man. We'll get you fixed up.
Serena, as you turn that corner, you can see as you look up the stairs, arced, holding onto the wall and looking around, you see the face of a young man.
Kaylin.
Yeah. Hi.
Your rescue group has arrived.
Oh, that is so great. Did you take care of the bear?
Well, no.
We haven't
Get
found
your
it
shit.
I don't see any bear.
Yeah, he wasn't over here either. But okay. Well, I thought I heard fighting. I thought for sure you were fighting the bear. No?
Crabs.
Oh, really? You guys went by that green mossy crap?
Some of us.
Little
Oh, I avoided that like the plague.
Yeah, that's nice. Let's get you out of here now.
Oh, well, I was trying to find where the bear is. I didn't see him though. But yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna
We
step
haven't
up
either.
and say, wait a minute. I just heard a bear. Adam, didn't you say I heard a bear?
You did hear a bear.
Okay.
Adam, is he wearing any clothes?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention he's totally stark naked. No, yeah, he is wearing regular clothes.
camouflage.
My
I
mind's just sitting there
yeah.
going level 1 against the big old Lanthrocope type bear.
Oh, okay, I got you. That makes more sense now. I was like, that was out of left field.
I was thinking the same thing, like, because I heard bear, and I'm like, is he a druid that can shape into a bear, and he's just playing games or something?
He's a
Yeah,
weird bear.
I would like to investigate this whole area where he was and see what I find any traces of activity-wise.
Absolutely nothing, Serena. You see that this is a rock area, just like the other area that you've been through in this cave. You can see that the shelf kind of goes out. You notice more of that moss over that way, but you notice nothing else of interest in this immediate vicinity.
Kaylin.
Is there a way out, or is it a dead end?
Yeah, what's behind you, kid? We gotta figure this out quick.
Oh, it goes to the shelf, higher up area that's covered in moss in the other room. It's a big loop.
That's why you can look down from up here and have a good vantage point.
But
So did you see the bear at all?
No, I heard it though. I know it's got to be close by. I heard it.
All right, kid. It's time to go home because we heard the bear too, and he's not here.
Yeah, what was your plan here? You were gonna go inside here and what?
Well, see, I was trying to figure out what the bear was doing. Is it lairing here? Is it what is it doing?
And
well, once I figured that out, I could take it back to the loggers and let them know. I was hoping that we don't have to kill the bear because it's could be kind of a cool bear.
A cool bear. So what have you found out? Nothing? You just got here?
Well, I saw some of that moss, and then those crab things popped up, so I ran. They didn't follow me. They didn't want to get away from that moss stuff very much, and then, well, they also seemed to be a little bit afraid of my torch, so I left that here as I was looking up around this area, but I didn't find anything. Then I heard fighting, so I thought, I'm going to wait here and wait until things kind of quiet down a bit before I come back down.
Hey Adam, can I insight see if he's lying to us? He's not telling me that story is
He's
made
so
up.
suspicious.
Yeah.
I think you
Haven't
misheard where
you
the
been
bear
out
is.
here for hours?
Can
You
we
get
just
no
slap
strong
around a
read
torch at
one
him?
way or the other, Baron. No, I haven't been here that long. Let's see, it took me a while to find the den entrance because it blended in so well. I feel like I was right in front of it and I couldn't even see it, believe it or not. And then suddenly I was like, oh, there it is. And then it made more sense. So I think I've only been in here, time's weird, you don't really pay attention, but probably 30 minutes or something.
This is the guy they sent after the bear.
Well,
I think
if
he
you
just did it
remember,
on
he
his
went off
own.
on his own. Everyone else said, "Don't do it."
Yeah, and how old is this person?
So you guys will know, coming from the hamlet, the South family, there are multiple members of the South family, which you know most of them. Kalen, I don't think any of you guys would know him because he left quite a while ago from the hamlet. He looks like he's probably mid-20s.
Okay, so not a child. So I'm like, all right. Well, I mean, there's another passage we haven't explored in this cave here. So if you want to lead the way, show us how to avoid the moths, we'll be right behind you.
Why don't we just take him back to camp and think about what we want to do about the bear later?
Well, they're already here. This is part of the thing. We're helping at the logging camp by taking out the bear.
The cave is like 50 feet from the camp entrance. We're not going to lose it.
Yeah, we'll find it again.
All right, you want to call
I
this kid?
think our priority
What?
needs to be getting him to safety.
Oh, I mean, I think I'm okay. Like, I haven't had any trouble so far.
Yeah,
Wow.
I feel fine too.
Celine, offering hearty advice for the group. You're breaking out of your shell nicely.
You know, in
Thanks
life or death
for-
situations.
Saving my ass also.
What are friends
Say,
for?
if he wants to help save the bear, because we're gonna kill this bear kid. I'm telling you that right now. That's our plan. We're gonna get rid of this thing. So if you have a way to save it without killing it, let us know right now.
No. I was just hoping that, well, why do we have to kill the bear?
It's stealing food. Your leader doesn't like it.
Well, I mean, that's pretty minor, though, right? Do we really gotta kill it because it took some food?
Well, imagine you're getting some food next time it decides to steal it, and it chooses you over the pile of fish. Now that it knows the source of food, it comes back over and over. Easier and easier food to eat. And eventually, a young boy of the South family, well, looks like a tasty treat. Come on.
Adam, can we tell where that noise is coming from?
The cave, when sound occurs, it kind of echoes. You haven't heard the huffing from the bear recently again. But yeah, if there's sound, it is certainly going to echo around here, so it's hard to pinpoint.
Hey, brother, hold me arm.
Okay.
And-
Put my short bow on my back, and then I grab his arm with my free hand.
All right, Adam, I'm gonna do the thing again, so you can tell me what I see around the corner, like by the stairs, I would imagine, or something.
So where you're at right now, the best you'd be able to get is more like in front of the moss. So from there, you can see the stairs lead up. You can't see much up there, but it looks like the rocky area continues. Yeah, hard to see from that location.
All right, and now stop it. Thanks, brother. Now, how close did you step near the moss that made the bugs come out? Can I get one step closer?
No.
Well, I don't know how to put this. It was fucking dark. I couldn't see shit. I don't know how close I was until it shot me in the face. And now I'm gonna have fucking crabs crawl out of me.
Well, you shot those things out of your hands, or that energy thing. Why don't you just shoot into the moss there? See if you hit any crabs.
Well, then it'll explode and there'll be poison everywhere.
Oh,
Been paying
yeah.
attention?
So halfway.
Any of you spell slingers have any fire? Maybe burn it away.
Torches.
Well, here's my thought. The bear wouldn't go through the moss either, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Unless the area we were just at connects to the north, the area up here.
Did you not go down the hallway past Kalen?
No, Serena did. I don't know if it connects.
Yeah, it connects to this shelf right here.
There's like a
No, but I mean-
overhang.
But there's
He means
stairs
does
here.
it connect to the top
Yeah.
side? And no, we didn't see it.
In my map thinking, this was stairs that go to the same area, but it's not.
Right.
It's the shelf.
No.
Okay, copy.
But
Yeah, you
bears
guys are
can
pointing this
climb,
shit I
right?
can't see.
Like, what about how tall is this this little ledge here? Like, is
About
it like 5 feet, 10
15
feet?
feet.
Oh, I can
Looking
do
at it,
that.
does it look reasonable that a bear could make its way up and down it?
I mean, none of you seem to be particularly knowledgeable about bears, but I would say, yeah, it looks really easily for a bear to climb.
Are there
Well,
claw marks on it?
We can certainly give that one a check. Let's see.
yeah, I'll bring the torch close and see if we can see any kicks off the. I mean, if there's moss growing around, I imagine there's probably some other non-dangerous moss on the rocks. Maybe we can see it.
Blixel, as you specifically look for that, yes, you do notice that there is like some very fine carvings in the rock here that give you the impression of like claws digging into the rock.
Yeah,
I
see,
love playing an intelligent character, guys.
the bear climbed up there.
So this is
Huh.
a ledge up here.
That is
Apparently
15 feet
so.
above you, so you can't really see up there well.
But that can if you hold on to my arm.
If he puts the eye up there.
Why
Hold
do
on
I
to
need
me
to hold
arm.
onto your arm? Just don't move. You're
Then you could
blind and
wake.
deaf,
But
not
then you
disabled.
no. But then you could wake me if something happens.
If something
We could
happens, I'll
just
throw
slap
you
you.
in the water. You'll be fine.
I'll keep an eye on you.
Thank you.
I think we should slap him. It's funnier that
I'll
way.
hold your arm. You're not disabled. Throw it up there, brother. You're fine.
But if you guys can awaken me, Adam. I mean, I played this. I'm out of it, right? So you guys said, "Hey, stop it. We gotta go," and you could shake me out of it. Anyway, so
Slap
yeah,
you
I mean,
out
if
of
you
it.
see a bear,
You mean slap
that's
Well,
your
you?
signal.
well, it just happened when I was looking around the corner, right? The things came out of the moss. It could have been out of my line of sight. Luckily, I was able to see it with my 60 foot of dark vision. Otherwise, one of you would have to waken me. Otherwise, I am deaf and blind in combat. So it is
Yeah,
important,
well,
you guys.
interact with objects, swift kick in the testes, and you're good to go, bud.
Okay, can I put an eye up there, Adam, or is it out of my range?
No, man, calling it
No, you
dog
got 30 feet of range, right?
All right, I'll put an eye up there and see what I see.
degenerates.
So you see that there is, the cavern continues there. There is flat ground. So if this is all up here, it's kind of flat. There's some more pillars that break free from the ground. It is also flat up here with another pillar in this direction. You notice what looks to be a third level of a shelf over here that is another 15 feet up. And checking 60 feet. Yeah, it then looks to be like a dead end over here. But that's probably all you can see from there.
There's another level. It's a third level, but he's got to be up there.
It's a bear with a duplex.
I think we should do as the bears do. We're in the bear cave. Climb up this wall here.
Oh, yeah, well, wait, hang on. Let's say we get up there and the bear decides to charge us. Well, our only option is to dive off of the cliff or come over here to the moss. Why don't we see if we can clear the moss with a torch first?
Agree.
Well, I'll be standing over here. You already have the face bugs, according to Celine. So, you told him that, right, Celine?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You can die.
So,
I
yeah,
don't like that plan in the
I like
slightest.
you, my counts, but I did not like the sound of those crabs crawling out of my face. So,
Alright, well, what I'm gonna do, Adam, is I'm gonna put this torch by my feet, and then I'm gonna throw my short bow on my back, and then I'm gonna light another torch, so I have two.
Before we do this, can I just ask out of character? We rescued the guy. I guess he didn't really need rescuing, but we found the guy. Is there any reason we can't just back off and do this? Like, the bear's not gonna come out and fuck up the camp in an hour.
100%, dude. 100%. We can
Yeah,
get
but
your
what-
short rest in. We can get him in the morning.
I guess so. Yeah, sure. I mean, the goal is to get rid of the bear, so I figured we'd just do it while
Yeah,
we're here.
I just
but
don't think that's an immediate problem compared to
no,
getting the civvy to safety and maybe recovering, because I have no spell slots left. If that bear knocks you guys down, I'm not going to be able to save you.
But then, yeah, and then also, look, we could talk to him and say, hey, let's go together, and we'll be, we could team up or whatever if he wants to be a hero.
I mean,
Sure.
I just
For
think
sure.
we should do as much reconnaissance as we can, but
Well, there
if
can't
we
be
think
much
this
more
is it-
because I already know it's third level, and we know there's a bear in there.
yeah.
I mean, he's 3 levels, so he's up there.
And I mean, I guess we'll turn to Cal and be like, so your goal is to just find out what the bear's doing here, and then you can do something about it.
Well, see, what I was thinking is if we could determine like what it was doing. Does it live in here? If it's live in here, that's one thing. But maybe it just stopped by because there's like fish in here, or maybe there's some other reason. If it had babies, then that's another. So I was just trying to figure out, get more information to know how to approach this.
Okay. So what do you want to do? Are you gonna come with us and leave?
Yeah. After I just heard about terrifying crabs and stuff, yeah, I think I'm ready to leave.
Okay.
Sounds good.
He just carefully steps by you, Bixel. Yeah, that sounds good.
I don't. Where?
Blixel slaps Baron out of his arcane eye trance.
No, I've been out of it, you little sneak.
We just leave him. The eye turns around. Wait, where'd everybody go?
We put a bag over his head so when he gets up, he doesn't know.
Man, it is so funny how that happens.
Whoa, sorry, I ended up way far away because I was dragging my token.
Oh, I didn't even show that you moved it all on my side. All right, you guys exit with Kalen in tow.
All right. Before we go back, do we want to try to find those mushrooms by the water, or is this the direction she said it was in? Down here by like the...
She said it was where the water entered the valley. So you follow the water, you can see that there is like rock walls on both sides. You assume it's in that vicinity.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go check it out. Hey Adam, next to me, what is that, a building or a platform?
That is one of those platforms. You can see that there is a ladder that allows you to access it. You also notice that there is a ascending ladder that goes from the top of that platform up to the rack shelf.
Yeah, okay.
As you guys start making your way that way, Kaylin says, I'm going to go back in and check in with everybody. Later, guys.
Goodbye.
All right, you guys start making your way closer to the river here. You do notice now on the other side of the river, there is some mossy or mushroom-like growth. So not moss patches, but you notice small little growths of like speckled mushrooms.
Do they look at all like what was inside the cave?
We'd probably have to get
No.
closer on the other side, I think.
Saline, as you are also looking around in this area, you, with your check, which is rolling really, really well today, surprisingly spot that in the water here, like right about this spot, you can see the long growth of a weed that's sort of moving, swaying underneath the water there. As you look at it, you recognize this as what's known as the Trophius weed. Trophius weeds have a strange property that allows them to absorb toxins in their vicinity.
Okay, I will point that out. So, absorb toxins. Do I know enough to... Player's being an idiot, so I feel like if it's absorbing the toxins, it may no longer be in the water, or do I think it can excrete the toxins that it's absorbed?
Based on a quick passive insight check I made for Saline, you're assuming what happened here is that there was so much toxin that the Trophius weed absorbed as much as it could and could no longer, so then the toxins came out. You've heard of this happening once or twice before. Usually it's when too much toxin gets in an area where the Trophius weed is that it can't handle it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Mystery solved. partially. We still don't know what the toxin is, but we can guess that
Well-
it might be the mushrooms.
Well,
I'll have to take a look at them.
the mushrooms could just be absorbing the toxin as well. What about that moss in the cave there? There was a pool. That water must come from somewhere.
I didn't see any streams or something. It's probably a groundswell.
Were there fish inside? He said something about fish for the bear.
I would be surprised, unless there are subterranean fish that surface underground wells. I doubt it.
So you're saying don't drink this water?
Probably not a good
No.
idea.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, we should go back to the camp, and maybe we can take a look at the mushrooms on the other side when we're in there.
Oh,
Sounds good.
my
Something wrong,
fucking
Vin?
face. Yeah, my face is gonna explode with crabs.
We've got
We are
a
just
No, this
getting over this. You said an hour. It's 45 minutes from now.
Well, it's probably closer
Yeah.
than that. We've been arguing for quite some time.
So I healed that girl Denise. Otherwise, I could have helped you, but sorry, bud.
Perhaps a good long night of rest will help. It's not a good impression though, me coming back covered in bumps, and maybe I'll throw my hood on.
Those
it
aren't
visible?
apparent yet, because remember, those will take an hour before they become visible.
Yeah, I know, but if I'm there and then all of a sudden I got chicken pox, that's
Fair
gonna
enough, fair enough.
cause some you know what I mean? So I'm gonna
When
throw
you're eating the
my
reindeer
hood
stew.
on. Yeah, I'll throw my hood on and we'll just say Vin is feeling a little off and maybe he'll go and lay down. Before the spores show. So then, you know.
All right, you guys have made it back to the logging camp here. You notice Darwin is still speaking with Martha. Much of that meat looks like it has been chopped up and prepared, and she is now getting ready to cook it like filet style, putting it on these thin like rock platform kind of things and putting those on top of the fire so you can start to hear the sounds of sizzling meat coming from that direction.
Celine,
Hey, Darvin.
Yes,
Oh.
Vin.
those weeds you were talking about. You think if we harvested some and made some tea, it would help? They absorb toxins, right?
Well, the problem is that the weeds that are currently in the water have absorbed all the toxins that they can. So if you make them into tea, they're full of toxins
Poison.
at the moment.
Fuck.
You've
we-
discovered making poison.
But if we could find another source that maybe isn't so contaminated, it's a possibility. I don't know if she knows that or not.
But here, that was a good idea, though. We can make poison. Poison's good sometimes.
Is Celine proficient with the herbalism kit?
I don't think so.
Probably not too up on converting plants and stuff to application chemicals or poisons or anything like that.
Would medicine help at all?
Not for converting it. That would give you some like knowledge of properties and such.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, I'm asking, do I know if making tea out of Trophius weeds could potentially help? Not that I know how to do it, just that. Is it enough?
If you had Trophius weeds that weren't contaminated by the toxins, you think that might help.
Okay. Yeah, I say that to Vin, but well, we'd have to figure out the source of the toxins before we make any move in that regard.
Well, that's not happening within an hour. Fuck.
Should
You
we
have
run
meat.
down there and look at those mushrooms? Let's look at the mushrooms. I'm going to start sprinting.
All right. Well, as we are at the end of our session time here, it sounds like when we pick up next week, the first thing you guys are going to want to do is go check out the mushrooms, see what you can gather from there. After that, is it your intent here to try to rest in camp?
Yeah, would this qualify as fortified and safe?
It would, yes.
Yeah, then I'm gonna ask if like maybe I can, we can role play it next week, but I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and get a tent and say that I'm not feeling great either, and if I can like rest.
Okay.
I don't
You
want to.
wouldn't. You
I don't
wouldn't
want to
have to.
get this.
You wouldn't have to disclose that you're not feeling great. You're just tired.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Uh-oh. Your lineage. You gotta make an excuse.
Do you
You
want
mean
to
you kill him
detect to
so
see if
we
this
could-
is poison or not?
No, heck no.
I'm just messing with you. All right, so
Not with the Azra.
it sounds like for next week, it's check out the mushrooms, get some rest. I'm assuming that you guys, are you going to try to do anything with the bear, or are you calling that good enough? And then how about the broken bridge? Are these things that you're still exploring and wanting to assist with next time?
I still want to
Yeah.
check out the broken bridge. I'm not convinced that the mushrooms are responsible for the toxins, but if we find out, then maybe we can table that. But I'm concerned about the blockage. I don't know what it is. It could be causing problems.
Yeah, it could definitely be the source of the toxin or whatever, too, because it's just coming from there.
Well, I mean, and if their drinking water is essentially poison, they should be aware of that, and we should try to help them. I mean, we're trying to gain favor with them, so the more of these things that we can actually do, the better. So, I I think we should, and I like Baron's plan of just drawing the bear out and killing it. We got that deer carcass that's like an hour walk away. You know what I mean? We can go grab it, drag it back, and throw it out front, and then wait for him or something. Set a trap.
Yep, concur.
All right. Sounds like we've got a plan for what's going to occur next week then. So, yeah, good session, everybody. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Was a very tense combat there for a moment, fighting those couple of nasty crabs. And, yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying all these different enemies that you haven't fought so far, and that will continue as we move further into this campaign. So, great session, everybody. We will see you all next week.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Nice.
everybody.
See ya.
Good
Good
night.
stuff.
Good game, guys.